You know what happened to this tonight. Oh Lord. Josh Gabriel, good night. I don't know, the light, the lighting or something. Night, Dan, how you doing? Let me try for let me try to fix this little bit better. Alright, I think that alright now. Alright. Alright. And then I don't know how it looks at that though. The light not shine good. Good night, Gloria Swaby, Don and Sonny Mills, Josh Gabriel. I don't know, I noticed this from last night and I don't know what is it. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, me look dark, man. And that me I wonder what happened. I me notice this. I don't know how me look, so. Good night, Millicent. I don't know how. I don't know. Something alright. Me noticed it last night. I wonder what me touch. Clive, good night. Alright, mercy. If me can change it on the next channel. Let me see something over there. So hold on. Let me see if I may do something wrong. Else me I use this, but me can use this. Barbara, good night. Me no know. Me look black on this too. Something alright. Hold on. Me need for going to the settings. Let me go right here so I see something. You see through so much hypocrite play around me, you know. Me no know if me notice it last time. I said, so, oh, me look so black. Me know me black, but oh, me so black. Oh, me look so black. No, man, me can't work with this at all. Me go start back over the live. Good night, Meek of Jared. And if you look back for me, me go check on the settings and see. Yes, I'm going to do it here, 9 o'clock. Looking like a black, beautiful black queen. So, no, but that's how me look. Me don't know what happened from last night. Me notice me look back on it today. Me say, wait. And then me come back and set it tonight again. And then me say, oh, me it's so black. Why? You say, okay. Jared is saying, me no love see myself look, so that's how me look. Something alright. Check the brightness, right. Oh, me do that now. Me I forgot come out of this now, I forgot check the brightness. Then me I go cut off everything. Alright. The brightness low. Alright, let me see something. When I stay right there down, me still not get it. Me no know. Something alright. Alright. Maybe me have to go. Let me see how it look on this one. What kind of phone you using? It's a Samsung. The one is a Samsung 23. Or you going to say 823, something like that. But it in the well all the while, I mean, know all of a sudden, last night I noticed is we know how you look, but that not going to stop you or the show. clean. Me like a style. How your name be up there, sir? Trick free, child trick free, something like that. And then me have Meek of Jarrett. What kind of phone? Yeah, me tell you say that 823. Nadi swipe down the top screen. Me get when Nadia say, Betty and good night. Oh, yeah. Betty, me call you, you know, answer me, then you say me not treat you right. 2 time and no answer. Look on your phone. So yeah, I think so. Hold on there. And put the brightness. Screen. Oh no, okay, so if you come from. Alright. Alright. What I try to find what make me so black. Me know me black but me not black so. Music nearby, smart things, mood. Alright, me find one light, but no, this look like, oh, this look now. Wanna tell me how this look now? It look a little better now? If it on low power, me, Jarrett is saying me look better now. Peter Gay say you look much better. I don't know what could I not go wrong. Yeah, it start to see more brightness. I think we can even work with this for now. Little better. Oh, somebody was saying go a little brighter, but okay. Alright, somebody was saying go to setting and check if your phone is on low power. You know, so maybe that's the problem. But think me got a little while and see low power upon it for real, you know. So, you know, so you may be right. What me not cut off live. Hold on, let me go back again. Because we have so much to talk about tonight. One day I should just go on with it in a way for now. It's still like a blackish and that's how me look. Me know how me look. Go to setting and check if your phone is on low power. That dim your screen when your phone need to charge. You know, see that type problem. Let me try pronouncing it right. Shari trick free, something like that. Alright. Just use that way for now. You're right. Wipe off the camera. The camera, another problem. Oh, no, don't go nowhere. Just stay right there. So let me check back the setting again and take off the something where the guy tell me. Exactly, me did see it there a while ago. Alright. Alright, let me see now. You know, me I go work with in a way because me don't want my life going tonight because tonight is an important night and we cannot afford leave it as yeah, Larry Rose. Me go leave it as it is. I don't know how me look already, right? I don't know so me not so black, I don't know how me look. And me tell you what happened on the internet now. You have one set of people who are go around and I try. You know, me see them a try for. I don't know if them can hack into your device. Me see some other people I'll on my Facebook I send me requests. When me look at my WhatsApp, me say I'll somebody when me don't know I send me up on me. You say alright, we nice and clean, yeah. So me don't know what go on, but like how me know this is a problem now. They can't go in it. And me feel like Judas Johns now do some trick, you know. Me notice already me try for going on my YouTube and it done a network that you may click it. it wouldn't come on. I have to come off, lock off my phone, restart it again. You're saying my voice a break up now. Tell us that something I go on, man. Something I go on. Something going on. Alright, hold on. I'm going to set this record straight tonight. I can see this phone. I can go up on one different device. I go up on one different device and say something. Yeah, I see him thing messy. Okay, to that actually be the channel. Alright, let me forget about this now. We're getting at it. So tonight we're gonna talk about before we go to the a debate night, so we can't make the debate night. They say restart the phone or rebut it. And then I'll not go by me for come back, man. Super Bennett is saying it clearer. Somebody else said me go in and out. Alright guys, here one. I'm going to restart it over. I'm going to just don't go nowhere. I'm going to look back. I'm going to cut off this live, right? Alright, so I'm going to cut off this live now. And I'm going to start all over again, right? I'm going to go into the setting. I'm going to look for it. I'm going to put up back the thumbnail and everything new. Because we're going to go good tonight, you know. Because no devil now win we, you know. No devil now win we. We know so then come up. Oh, Powell right is saying don't do it. So now alright, because somebody said they not hear me good and something happen. You're hearing me. Alright, I'm gonna leave it same way. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. Looking at myself, I don't look as black as before. I think I can go with this because this is almost my color. Me very clear. Alright, your voice is breaking. Meek of Jarrett is saying your voice is breaking. Dan is saying me okay. So the person who not hear me good, I hear and I problem. And Peter Gay saying they hear and I'm if I stay. Alright, so I'm stay. Me take what most people say. Alright, before this something come on to we have the PMP upper St. Mary too. And I have Mr. Perry I go come on to tell you about some trick one to look out for on election day, which is important because we want to edify our people. Derval is asking me, alright, Doreen is saying you're good auntie. Alright, Barbara going in and out. Barbara is saying I'm going in and out. We are going tonight though. Let me see we're going up at St. Mary, you know?
The blessing of the Almighty, because we are on this journey to rescue Jamaica. Selector, I want you to find a dumb place.
Alright, I can't bother them after them music business because I'm going to that's a problem. And tonight, I'm not sharing nothing. So let me say if I get Mr. Perry on early because I want to give him enough time for talk because when the debate start, we're going to listen in and we are going to be the judge over here tonight, right? So, let me call Ron Perry, say if I'm ready. Well, I'm not getting him. Maybe we'll call back. He must have gone to sleep. But I don't know if any of you following somebody send me this. Let me play and hear how I gone. Somebody send me something today. I'm going to use disclaimer. And allegedly, because me not get no lawsuit, because today when me check, me not have no money. $2 left in my account, so me can't take no lawsuit. Um, Somebody send me and my that one of their family member who are labor right go to the meeting where the Prime Minister doing at the night, and I was told that people in the crowd, people in the night crowd, me not say something about the night something here, you know. I know that there is something about this night thing. I know it was not only because of night. Yeah, there's a demon walk at night. You ever hear that story there? Alright, Sabrina says she hear me good. You ever hear a demon walk at night? And I uncle, the trick wanna see the Prime Minister go on with. Me so go over there go watch, man. Me just don't want the music like I don't want to get no more copyright business. I wake up a man time I say YouTube I send me copyright. I don't know one of the day where I go out I can't. And every time them I feel play the music them. But somebody tell me I share with you know. If I true, if I lie, I say them do it you know. I make sure you hear me I say it. I not blame nobody but me ear say man in the crowd I give him money. Somebody tell me that. We say if it's no, it's a something that behind it. Naughty. Something is behind it. And millions of dollars go around. You hear? And the uncle and the man a general. Thank you, Antonia. Good evening, sweet peas, Faithlin. When I hear it, it's not the way that when I hear, when I not believe. I believe it. They tell me, say, in a 1 o'clock at night, you're there on the road. And at the ear of them where you feel like, say, the PMP, on the wise, you know. At the ear of them where they feel like, say, the PMP are lead. Them are go hours a night. In the between St. Elizabeth and if I were listening, oh Jesus, I forget something I put on my TikTok. Let me see over there wait for me. Hold on, there is phone there. Let me do the phone for the TikTok you know. The people them over TikTok I wait for me, you know. And I tell them, so I go stream like the phone there. Me believe I strict with them inner, the ear say PMP, you see what I'm do? First thing they're going to get the all bus them and come back and tell me one bag of lie. Now honestly say, honestly say when name there, find out all of the lie what them I tell in regards to the bus. Let me start my live yesterday. I remember, you know, because you know, I have TikTok fans now too. Yeah. Right. You know, another thing we need to learn over here too is how to set up my box. I learn everything little by little, but I don't know if I learn it right. Anyway, me get it. Yes, so them a go around and I give up money. You know what I talk about? You know what I talk about? Alright, Mr. Perry call me now. Good night, Mr. Perry.
Good night, Auntie. I realized you were calling me. I was out a while ago.
Yes, because me want you to get out your message when I want you to talk tonight in regards to sharing with the people what they must look out for. So I don't want to get carried away, you know, because when 9 o'clock come, we want tune into the debate.
the debate fully. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
so me want you go
Okay, so
ahead
good
and do.
night,
Yeah, yeah,
all those who are on the live both on YouTube and TikTok.
yeah.
All right, even before I go into what we must look out for on election day, especially the PNP workers, election day workers, the first thing I want to look at is what the leaders of the country need to pass in Parliament to ensure that we will always have a free and fair election.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I believe, in recent times we're getting information that persons would pay you not to vote before the election day. So you are required to put your finger in some ink. And then that would disqualify you from entering a polling station the following morning. So I honestly believe that both the office of the ombudsman, which I believe that we need to reinstate the ombudsman, and then they should work with the EOJ to and there should be law enforcement a part of that office. So I think that we should establish an office that both the EOJ and the Ombudsman work from, with law enforcement being a part of that group.
So, Mr. Perry, before you go no further,
arrest.
Can I ask a question? Though? You said something very important about the ink that they're walking around us in order if they pay you can't go vote or whatever. Now, what if I put my finger in that ink the day before, but me first turn up a polling station before anybody did a vote, and me have the ink on my finger? Would that still stop?
There's a lamp at the polling station that will detect that your finger is inked.
Yeah, but no, but what I'm no. Listen to the question. Listen to the question, though. No, listen to the question. Polling station not open yet, you know, brother. But maybe the first or the second one to go. 7 o'clock polling station. So I could even go another polling station. I mean, they're the front of the line. So I could go on next polling station and that day of the election. But because me change my mind, I want to go vote, and I go to the polling station with the ink where they make me dip my finger in the day before. Would that prevent me knowing that I did not vote?
That would prevent you from voting. But not only that would prevent you from voting, but that would immediately cause you to be arrested.
So would
you would have blown up. You'd have blown up the source that caused you to put the ink your finger into the ink. So that person would have been double stupid. First, to sell them vote, and second, to really turn up with that ink on your finger. But that comes to the point I was trying to make, that we need to ensure that there are laws that if police should randomly stop you, say the night before an election, and your index finger that is used to put into that ink has that, you're supposed to be arrested and placed before the court. And if found guilty of election day fraud, there should be a fine and confinement like 500, since I understand that the Labour Party allegedly is paying some indoor agents 500,000. I can understand why, because they need to pull out their voters, and it's going to need some cash to pull out their voters. So I can imagine why they are giving them that huge sum.
Yeah,
you understand?
I'm not afraid for talk tonight. It's alleged that it is happening in East and West Portland.
Yes.
Persons who were approached is speaking out. So that's why we all hear this. The difference with this election from other election is that we're so privileged for this social media platform. We have WhatsApp, we have all of that. And people are stalking. So none of the secret, and none of the secret like you're back in the days where you'd hear about it, but you don't have no clue of it.
Right, so I believe that the fine, if you are found with the ink on your finger, and there should be random check, and that is the reason why I think it should come from out of the EOJ, the Ombudsman office, with some with the law enforcement being a part of them, so that somebody can call up if PNP realize that this is happening, or if JLP realize that this is happening, they can call that office and they can immediately send officers to a home where they believe persons have dipped their ink and have collected money. And if persons are held and it can be proven in the court, then they should be charged $500, 500,000, and 30 days imprisonment. Or the only way they will not pay that 500,000 if they can tell us who caused them to put their finger in the ink, and that person is brought before the court and is convicted, then they don't have to pay. But that person now wouldn't pay 500,000, but they would pay like a sum of about 500, 5 million, and like 3 to 6 months in prison. But there must be some penalty attached to these things to defer people from doing it. So if an MP should come to you to ask you to do that, that means that MP is asking you to commit a criminal offense.
But the point about it, you know, poor people are going in such a predicament because, you know, when them are going to go and say, them never do it. And them are going to get big top lawyer if you go defend them, and you don't have bottom are going to end up in a problem. So people fi think on what them are do. Them MP, them are going to get, them now come do it themselves, that they are man where them are send out do it, you know. So
right. So if you have 4 or 5 or 6 other person, much less 100 person, who can come and bear witness to say, yes, this man has done the same thing to me, then probably there is a strong case to put this person away.
Here what problem at Jamaica is, them are going to threaten you. I'm going to threaten your family. I want to see you something. Hey.
You are correct, Auntie, because I thought about it, and that is why I'm saying, you know, we need, in order to fight corruption, just as what Singapore do, we have to have a serious witness protection program for whistleblowers and persons who are joining in the fight of breaking the back of corruption in this country. Because it is coming from very high to the very low valley. You understand? And if we don't protect these persons, then there is no motivation for persons to come forward.
So we are out here campaigning. We are using this platform to campaign and tell people, don't put your hand in an ink. Stop take money from them people here. Remember, at the end of the day, when you use half your money, you're hungry, and you see one of you go in a corner shop, go and trust for the people them and can't pay. We don't get wise up now, people. Stop it, man.
Yes, and it is a criminal offense. It is a criminal offense that if you are caught doing it, if police should stop you the day before election or the morning before polling stations are opened and see that on your finger, you can be prosecuted. So understand that whoever is asking you to do this is encouraging you to indulge in criminal offense.
Now we are going to talk it on this channel tonight, Mr. Perry, that we learn of it happen already in Western St. Mary. So we are call out where we hear, and we are making another come contest it if I lie. I'm not call nobody name. The ear said it happened in the previous election, because previously people are not getting and going and then doubt because the numbers where them have never add up. So they realize that people didn't collect the money and not really vote for them. So they come in with another thing that's like to put your finger the night before in a ink so you can't go to the polling station. I for show you the depths of corruption of them people, you know. And other people not thinking, because if your MP kind set up them the kind of something there for make on a broken law, you must understand that them a criminal in a parliament, or that one of you think. Go ahead, Mr. Perry.
Clearly. And you need to understand this. And one of the things that the leaders of this country need to do in the parliament as it relates to passing certain policies is to ensure that persons who can capture evidence, witnesses, that who can use their phone to capture live evidence of these occurrences should be rewarded cash and some other incentives. So, because these are little things that Singapore used to help to end corruption. But as I said, we have to first fix the witness protection where people are protected when they come forward and do these things.
Let me say something again, Mr. Perry, in regards to you see this corruption. And I like ordinary people that do the corruption, you know. Because right now in our
Okay.
Jamaican parliament, I pay corrupt. No, that me don't say all. Most of them in the corrupt.
Yes.
So these things will happen are the people that were up at top will be with lawmakers who should have make laws and keep the law are breaking the laws.
Okay. And some people don't maybe the reason why I am supporting Mark Golding so ardently because Mark Golding is
Wait,
one of the few politicians who speaks so feverishly against corruption. So he is the person who is coming in to make sure that corruption is a thing that even if it is not rooted out completely, him break the back by at least 70% because it has gone to a stage where it is stifling every other sector
listen
in
to
the
that say.
country.
I want me read a comment. Sandra is saying they don't on TikTok. She's saying they don't business, so you know they would sell their soul too. So she's saying they will sell their soul so they don't care what them do. And we are seeing that before us.
You see, Auntie, that is why we have to always make sure that there's a balance. We have to go after economic gains, but we also have to ensure that ethics and morality are a major part of the equation.
I don't think a lot of Jamaicans understand what government, and then we have a government when I show the people that when you then try to use every kind of mafia, they act like a mafia. They act like a mafia. They not come straight. It's like we are talking about the school bus and this man may listen to some labor right attack say them no matter if even second hand all junk bus, at least the pitney them are gonna have bus for driving and more in the taxiway man them a fill them up and the man them a do this so then no matter if not even the amount of money for the bus, but they put at least we say something for the bus or paying people so they and then I say nothing but at least if I even all junk then can still carry. I mean say you see when we have them a kind of mindset you find so we're not gone away. Because the procurement now right, the minister not talk the truth and you are gonna say you know business. Even if a bus then not good, then you pick them we a bus for drive. If a bus then not good, how long you pick them go drive in a bus for? We sure no son else talk and not talk. Me I listen to another statement with Miss Dana Go. Auntie Dana. She said vote for she said even though things are go back way, vote for Andrew Holness. I mean I wonder if a mistake she make or she really serious about what she said. Because you couldn't come out and tell somebody if you vote for somebody, but it'll go back way, but if you still vote. I mean, I say, I wonder if them labor right have no sense.
I would like to get money to do that.
Then me I say no. We there know, you know, say, you know, to them there, I think on it in the people, and I say the same thing in the church, the same thing in the politics. You see, if you is a child of God and you tell yourself, say you're going to walk accordingly to the principle and the word of God, and you have some other people in there where grow on the corner and do them little hanky-panky, and if you ever try to even say you want to correct them, they start to say you're going like you're righteous and yourself holy and all that stuff. Then I take a correction, you know. Then I take a correction for say yes and no, say my sister love me and me need to stop what me do. They turn upon you in a bad way. And the same thing with the politics. You're right, Cynthia, and should have been behind bars and all know. Me say I was watching Rattigan this evening. Most of my time over the listening. When people don't understand, say Rattigan is a former FBI, you know. And when we look at him, you know, I see how when we dig deep to search things, you know. No, Darrell Valls now come out, come answer the question them we out there flirting and keep quiet now. So people, it's not me say it 100 times on my platform. It's not I could never be a mother. And understand, right now me have my granddaughter sometime. Well, we have vehicle now, but sometimes we don't have vehicle and sometimes 8 o'clock in the night she call can't come out. I understand what the kids have to go through. I understand. I am in no way fighting for the kids to have bus. I'm not mad. I am saying the way they go about it and the buses that they buy, I don't appreciate those second-hand bus when it's so good. And there was no rush for the bus, but through them they want to buy it to make it look, to bring up political point, mileage. And the way what they say and what they say about the bus is not true. It's a lie. That is my contention. So you see one of them come, so you see them idiot then come on TikTok and talk the same madness. On a fool like that, you don't even listen. Listen and you will learn. Listen and you will learn. So you prefer if taxi man get money and take girl pitney and whatever them off and all of that. Let me tell you, they know if you take taxi. All on the Uncle Perry, I make an answer. I answer somebody. Then they have to go in a taxi for people do whatever you say them are. You hear me? Right in their house, their cousin and their uncle, and maybe you're one of them too, we do whatever you put on the certain thing off the picnic them in a them very yard. So the uncle in a taxi then get it. Then get it in a them bed, then get it all kind of way. Cause uno man, as when him they sing Romain Verga sing one song about uno old dirty man. Uno dirty mind make this happen in the society. It's not about the taxi man. It's the mind because the uncle taxi man and the uncle taxi man alone. I do that to a little girl them. The mother company I can talk about that's why. And the uncle taxi man I dogo them off. And the uncle taxi man I dogo them off. On the same one in a community and on a dan I send go call the people them picnic out of them bed. He look picnic them. On no one can talk about that. But now I talk about PNP, I talk about taxi for make taxi man do what with them. A long time on abuse they look up picnic them. And then the hungry in a taxi them I get abused. So if we're going to talk about abuse, make we talk about it right across the board. Right across the board. Go ahead, Uncle Perry, out of order.
Even on that topic, they need to understand that Jamaica is not having a taximan problem. Jamaica is having a moral problems, and Jamaican men, some of them, are not morally inclined to live according to the law and to live according to ethics and according to the will of God. It's not about taximen. They drive bus, they drive taxi, they preach around the pulpit, they in the parliament.
You touch another valid point.
They're all over the place.
Thank you for that.
Don't single out.
1 minute for that.
A sector.
1 minute for that, Uncle Perry. I'm glad you touch a church. Because right in there too. So on the mind is too narrow. We're not going to write down and talk about the taxi man then. And we're not disputing. I would have never sit down here and say, it not happen. The bus man then do it. The taxi man then do it. Stepfather do it. Uncle do it. Nephew do it. How kind of, you know what we need for tell you? Enough to stop it. Leave the picnic them alone. Make them grow and live their youthful life. That's the message all of us should be preaching. And talk about PMP one. Taxi man for feel up picnic. Like and right across the board them I get feel up. Right hand down the nose. Cause some of the mother too. And they take all kind of man care in a house for on picnic them and make them a day with on a little girl picnic. And on put out on a little young girl them to man. Not for on parents. So they come blame PMP but PMP want taxi man for care them, for feel them up. And it's very hypocritical. Because right in the house, right in the church, and down the nose. And some of the parents know and uphold it for money.
A well-decent trained girl, once you put her up on a taxi, the first move a taxi man make after her coming back home to tell mommy and daddy. True or false, auntie?
Of course.
Yeah, I understand. So the root problem is
all of them. Mary Wilson put something very powerful on YouTube. I want you to read it from me, Uncle Perry.
Mary?
Yeah, Mary Wilson. Marianne Wilson on YouTube.
Let me check it.
You know, I see the comment. Let me read it for you then.
I've seen the comments then, but apparently it came earlier.
No man, she down to the bottom. She closer to the bottom.
Marianne.
The people that ask for birth paper. But Dr. Keitra said, nobody company with the foolishness tonight. Please, in the name of Jesus, nobody with it. Because Olive Martin, let me answer you. Olive Martin born in Jamaica, the Constitution of Jamaica allow Commonwealth people living in the country for 12 months can go into the parliament. They can run for a member of parliament, and once you become a member of parliament, you can become a prime minister because we choose prime minister from parliament. And I like we're gonna vote for them different. So nobody come with a full picnic argument tonight. Cause me not really in for it, trust me. Me not in for them the full garbage argument. Me not in for that tonight, trust me. Cause that's a foolishness. Cause you don't know say a foolishness. Born in Jamaica. I'm not stopping nonsense, man. I find something sensible for talk.
Some of we fathers too. Some of we fathers.
So you not read the comment. You not read the comment yet, man. Let me read
yes,
it.
I read it, man. I tell you, she said some of them in the parliament.
Right. So some of who are finger up a little girl picking them in a Jamaica in a parliament too.
And I think
you never hear about it. You never hear about it. Some of them waste it up in there and make laws for our land. And I'm going to taxi man and feel them up. Them up in a parliament, some of them, and all of them know themselves. Feel up a little girl picking them too. And impregnate them. And send where some of them go foreign.
So if you said the kids must not go around taximen, then you should say that they must not go around the church.
And we don't want to come here come generalize because there are some decent taximen out there. For years, right in this community where I live, there's a man that I know a taxi for years in my car picnic, private school, basic school picnic, and all of that. And nobody ever call him name in this community here. He is a protector of children and carry the children them to and fro. I mean, say from me picnic them I go to school. I couldn't even believe say still a car picnic till the other day when my daughter was here, my grandson up here, and him carry my grandson, pick him up and let him back off. I carry picnic for years and nobody ever. And no picnic ever go say. They call him uncle, whatever his name. Every picnic love him. So not everybody is like that. Cause see him school bus picnic driver, then we go carry picnic them too. We don't know where they do too. They will carry them way and take them phone number same way. Because we have a moral breakdown, moral decay in Jamaica. And unless we resolve it, it get out of hand. You get out of hand. So it's no justification for come around talk nonsense about PNP want the school bus there. It's not about the school bus. It's about the lie and deception that Darrell Valls come tell the nation. And now when he track down and find out nothing goes up, and he can't come out and can show a receipt and say, well, this is what we buy for. I not back wrongdoings. I don't stop it here, man. I don't stop it. I don't stop it. I don't stop it. A whole heap of things need for change in our country. We're in a moral decay. The corruption is rotten.
So back to the topic, Auntie, but in closing off the whole thing of the ink.
Yeah, the ink.
Finger before election night. People just need to realize that the moment you go into that deal or contract with the Labour Party, you become a servant of them. And be careful what you are signing into. Because once you do it one time, you're also going to be required to do a lot of other things for them. All they need to do is just to give you some money. And there's going to be a time when they are going to ask you to do something that is going to grievously go against your will. And you may refuse, and that's then you might be in problem. So I would encourage any Jamaican to make sure that you free yourself from the yoke of any politician who is going to give you something so that they own you. They are paying you to perform in a particular way, even if you don't desire that way. Avoid it. Avoid it. $50,000, $100,000, even $500,000 cannot replace your integrity, cannot replace your happiness, cannot replace your security. If you choose not to vote, do it because you choose not to vote. Don't do it because somebody pay you not to. much less to encourage you
Too much
to
corruption,
indulge in
man.
criminal
I walk
activity.
around with money and a handout and all of that, and I will agree. And if a PMP do it, then wrong. And if a JLP do it, then wrong. It for stop. It for stop. So we not
And
come
that is
over
why
here.
I have
We
all
not come over here
confidence
come
in North
promote. We're
Holding
not
that he's
coming
going
over
to
here to promote no wrong over here. Whether PMP or JLP for top. On the top by the people that vote. Let democracy work. It never worked in our country, not even one time. Not even one time.
money cannot replace your freedom. You have a freedom to choose. That is what God has given us. God constitute politics and governance and government, and he has structured it in such a way, if you check right across the world, apart from dictatorship countries, it is the people who have the power, the right to choose. How dare you to sell that right? You don't have a mind for yourself?
Michael, good night. Elizabeth, good night. Blackout over TikTok, good night. I soon come to you. Continue, Uncle Perry. So what else you have to instruct the people
All
then?
right, the next issue now. So apart from the government need to put in place the right policy to scare people away, and I just think that they need to establish a new body which comprises the ombudsman office with an ombudsman, the EOJ, you understand,
Yeah.
and police sector a part of it, law enforcement being a part of it, lawyers and that sort of thing. So a well-structured body to handle anything that has to do with election and election day fraud or pre-election day fraud properly dealt with. So if I call and said, look here, I suspect that there are persons over 9 Breadfruit Lane who has just collected some money, put their fingers in the ink. So and even at that point in time, Auntie, nobody know I made a call, But then that agency will just swoop in right away. And they are active up before election, so they are ready to act on any call. And serious penalties must face the person who are involved, and the mastermind behind it must pay the stiffer penalty.
Yeah.
All right, leaving that topic now. The other topic of
Good night, all on TikTok. Good night to you guys.
they would pay you to take a picture of your vote, which means to take your phone into the polling station, or even a particular watch that can also take picture, or even a camera. So these devices are prohibited from entering the polling station. But over the years, Auntie, I have never recalled where the polling station checked anybody for these devices. In as much as the sign might be up there.
Yeah.
So I believe that it is something that needs to be reinforced.
Last night there was one EOJ worker was on here last night, and she explained. She said any form of phone, anytime if they take a picture, even though they are not around there, they would know that a camera go off because the light would flash, and that is true.
All cameras flash a light, Auntie?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No.
But that couldn't be on a big scale, though, In all fairness, it couldn't be on a big scale like that. Okay, it couldn't happen. That's 100 people are gonna go same polling station and go take picture. So it couldn't be on a big scale.
I just believe that they need to search people for phone. Once you put the sign up there that no phones are allowed, and you're entering, police are always at the door of the polling station. I just need a search to ensure that you don't have any phone, no disrespect. And it's not a disrespect because everybody is subjected to it. Even the member of parliament who is coming to vote should be subjected to a search. That is not even the member of parliament anymore because the thing is dissolved.
But some are supposed to be on the compound of the polling station, though. They are not unless they're going to vote.
No, if they live in the community, Auntie, and have to vote, then they have to come on the compound and vote.
Right, but other than that, they are not supposed to be there.
Other than that, right. So if they come to vote, they should be subjected to the same search of phone.
And I recognize that last year in the local government election, Terry Long wanted us to go into the PNP woman say you're not going there and the police have to come.
Him don't have a vote in there, so what him doing in there?
Bad man agent.
He's going to vote, then that's a different thing. So you can't come supervise nothing.
Oh, somebody is saying, Elizabeth Pinnock is saying, guess them don't know about Apple Watch. Well, much of them are poor people. Them most are poor people. Well, I know Elizabeth. Most of the little people where them are pay don't have no Apple Watch, my dear. Are the poor people them are pay?
Auntie, you do not put anything above the JLP. The JLP will spend 1.4 billion, like what the man spend 1.4 billion upon $1 bus and buy a whole heap of watch.
Listen, stop that nonsense. The man never spend no money upon no bus for no 1.4 billion. Can't tell lie. I want you to say no. I want you to say it like this. They will tell lies so they spend money, but don't say them buy, cause they not buy for that. Good night.
It has a proof to them a liar.
Hey,
so make
Rattigan not tap. I mean, no, I'm not jump out. I mean, say Abka. I mean, say Marlon Morgan come out and keep press briefing and say a lie. Rattigan tell me nobody now say nothing about the bus again. That the part of bus story down and go them on TikTok and say we a bad mind, paper bad mind, and because they want taxi man for feel up pitney and all of that. That then depend now. So we not hear nothing more.
In our talk say the $1.4 billion where them claims that them spent on the bus. And it them have a spend on a Portland for buy vote. Nobody now say that.
Them
but
you know here we're going up a Portland there. You know here say you know you see woman when run and win and beat Colin Bell. But here say she get some money. Allegedly. I not call her name. And
yes.
Right now she and Anne-Marie Valls in a some cascas up there. You know hear that story there? You know so I get my link them left, right and center. Yeah man. Left, right and center, me get the story them. Me say, man, Bilal big house in a town, yeah. Mansion, and I run law firm and all kind of thing. And now on the road, and we ain't get the money for spend pan. And you know, so election I come down, so a war up there between them.
And
good night,
you know,
Dorothy.
One of the things that I would really like to see come out of Jamaican politics,
yeah,
where two parties are hustling to pick out some people out of some desperate position or situation to come and vote. I don't want to see my politicians in that. We should have agency of the state who are neither PNP nor GLP, and this is a national event where these people are in certain situation and need to be catered for on a day of election. So it's not who come and give this and give that you have a vote for, but then the state agency come and ensure that you reach wherever you need to go. Because we need to move these politicians who on election day are coming to indulge in criminal activities by using illegal means to gain vote. We need to minimize their presence in these communities on election day. So some of the things like even pulling out, it's not about pulling out PNP or GLP voters. So these state agencies just pull out people who are in remote communities who are unable to help themselves to reach there. So you don't leave it to the politicians to do it. When the people get to the polling station, they choose who they want to vote for.
Oh yeah, I see your point. See your point.
These little things we need to pull it. It's just petty and nasty. And because after you win or after the election, we ignore these people.
Truth. I was watching a clip today.
We need a state agency who every week, every month, these state agencies take care of these people. These people know these
so true, black girl.
From the state agency. If they have to go to a hospital, is these people come and take them there. Any little thing, these people. So on an election day, which is a national duty, they say, we will come and get you and you vote for who you want to vote for. So these workers are not political workers either. You understand? These are real workers.
So those elderly would have underneath are clear where we don't have to set up in the country that take them to
Yes.
hospital, take them to their appointments, so anything,
Any
and then
national
you're right, and like
or
the election now,
immediate or
you would take
emergency
them
need
there
that
and
they
you
have.
don't tell. But that never happen though, because we're too
Well,
corrupt.
I wouldn't say no under Mark Bowling, because if him ears very wide open, and him just absorb the
Yeah,
things
but
from what the people are
another
saying.
quick fix for another quick fix for this corruption. A place embedded with corruption, brother.
I know. But say I always say with the
9 o'clock
spirit
the
of Mark
debate
Bowling,
start.
if we cut corruption by 70%, Andrew, Auntie, the amount of money where we going to have to do a lot of things, we're going to be so much better off. The only way we going to continue to slide in this country is unless we continue on the corruption path. Because people need to understand that corruption, when embedded in a country, affects every other sector. And when you cut corruption right across the board, every sector just flourish because corruption stifles growth.
It's time for growth.
And we are asking for growth, but we can't get growth if the head is corrupt. But let's get back to the topic on election day fraud. So I have said one of the things
Blackout,
that
my son come to you, hold on.
the leaders of the day need to ensure, as I said earlier, that legislations are in place that persons who are doing certain things like indulging people to dip their finger in ink before the election day, serious consequences should be there, and that special agency with the EOJ, the ombudsman, and the law enforcement will be on their trail once they get any report of that. And the second thing is that phones are not allowed. So once you're entering, you are subjected to a search, and if you have any device, whether watch or phone that can take picture, we're not confiscating it. We're just asking you to give it to us, and when you're coming up back out, you get it. We're not even make you look like a criminal. Because you may never read. Maybe you can't read, and you can't read the sign say no phone. So we're not going to incriminate you. We just have to hold it, and when you come back out, you get back whatever device you have.
Just like when you got US embassy, you can't go in there with no phone. So either you go left it with the people them outside and pay them for keep it, but you just can't go in there with no phone, as they not allow you.
When me I go for my visa, all my belt and my shoes lace, me lose for a couple minutes. That couple minutes, about 30 minutes, we lose them thing there, and me get them back after 30 minutes. So I just the thing. Tight security requires tight rules. Loose security, we have loose rules, and we have been loose in how we allow just people to come in without checking them for their phone devices, even though it is a rule or a law that says no phone allowed. So that's one of the things I think should be tightened up. And the same special agency that me say, the EOJ and the ombudsman and the law enforcement, that special agency need to ensure them have them. And this would create a lot of employment for some common persons, and some senior retired cops,
Yeah, yes.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you're broadening the whole security scope.
Yeah, that would have good for the retire them. They could have done well with a little extra money.
It certainly kind of criminal them around come and look for a persons who are dealing with electoral day fraud. You understand? So it would have be an opportunity for them. And remember, it would be maybe once in every 5 years you pull them out to work.
Yeah, but the point about it, with the corruption, you see, when it come from the parliament, from the head extreme dirty, the whole place are go dirty. Because look on it now.
Dirty.
Everybody out there run with money for tell people vote for me. And after you do that for them, when you go to hospital, you don't have a good bed for lay down upon. And these are the things where make the country can't go forward. You know the money, see one guy come out to talk to my mother as a teacher, and she's sick and go to the hospital. Them say she need the MRI and CT scan, some complication where she have. She need for go see a neurosurgeon, then send her to public. When I got public say they on a machine, and then them I send them to UE. And him say, for know him mother was an educator and now reach this stage and can't get proper health care in your own country. He bad man.
That's bad.
I see too, some
That's
people don't
bad.
know what it is for good health care. They angle people like dog. Look if somebody meeting an accident or something on a road or even some police or go for bad man or whatever and whatever happen. You know the old van back then just fling it down like an animal and carry you to hospital, you know. And the ambulance not come for you, you know. And in the van back them I go show you over the in. But no man, we have to do better in our country. I wanna agree and we have to continue this way and call it prosperity. No man on a sick in on the head. All on the labor right, on a sick in on the head. And them I sit on a call prosperity. And about tell me about it, did I go on from PMP time? Because if it ain't going from PMP time and Uno come say Uno go do better. Uno me should I say the better. So if I since a PMP time, me as well make a PMP run because everything we gone bad when I say a PMP. When I say a PMP never did a fix the road, that's why all I road then a fix. A PMP never did a do this and the 18 year PMP did it and they never did a do nothing and they like a silly argument to not talk. I don't know look and say I did it for 2 term now. I don't know do nothing neither. And still I blame PMP over 10 years. Unless it's not mad. Yes,
Okay,
and then
and
then I
sister,
used to not no good. You see, because maybe we travel out and we have the opportunity to see life in a different way. Maybe that's why I speak the way I speak. And maybe that's why many of you on this platform will speak the way I will speak. If you don't have money, I said, God, I want to make sure I have some money. And if me in Jamaica I get sick, I want to have money that I can pay for God Andrews or 22 wings up at the university where I can get good health care. And you know, say millions of dollars that are going on here. So we come out and talk. You hear, so I mean, I know they just take up the style about people bad mind. Bad mind for what? I can't understand the terms. Bad mind. I don't understand. Let me see what Vesca said. I've been saying from night and I never read some of my comment. Every time JLP get the country, then push it backward. I'm glad they said that. And I never know that the name mean. Antonil. They both are the same. They're not the same.
Antonil.
They are not the same.
They are both the same.
They're not the same.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah, but me I'm making noise tonight. Me hear not all attack that. Anytime when I not no good attack on a love it, that's one of the problem with labor, right? We can know them by the entire then type, you know. We can know where we can know where their mindset is. You know where their mindset is. Anytime listen up, anytime you say something is wrong, and in order for them to admit that they're wrong, then draw the PMP night and say the both of them are the same thing. Then if they might same thing, we are about talk for them. Yeah, if they're both the same thing, you know, it don't make sense to tell me that, you know. Because you would have known that. Sharon Pierce said, oh, bad mind more than Alibaba. People that come out and have big something over it. Miss School, how you doing, sweetheart? I say I become a bad man. Anyway, 1 minute, Mr. Perry, me hear a blackout over here. You know, long in there on the channel. Let me tell you. Blackout, good night.
Okay, no problem.
Blackout? You look like you going to sleep, you know?
Good night.
Good night. What going?
Good night. I same place in a corruption, me I try to get in, you know, but you stop me a couple times. I in a hit, no one to come with you guys.
You can't go like that.
How can it stop?
How can it stop?
We can't stop. It will never stop.
It can minimize though.
Tell me how.
Alright, so here what
I step on the road, I sell food.
No, but hold on,
man. He is the Prime Minister.
Hold on, Blackout. Just listen me, you ask me how it will stop. Hold on there, Mr. Perry, turn down the device in your back. If you
still. Me want to know how it will stop.
Mr. Perry, you feel back on the live. Listen me now. Listen me now how we can minimize it. I would never come here and tell us that we can control it because it not go feasible. But we can minimize. You can't use no one you know for expect say him me go talk, say I go change it. It will never happen under him. That's why I said we need change to see what the other man will do. Now I'm not saying Mark can win and can wave a magic wand. But one thing I'm expecting him to do the right thing. So as the leader of the country, you nothing mix up in the corruption, so man. You must lead by example. And when you govern the parliament in that way and set some principles, and if even any of your members are guilty, you bring them and make them know so they're wrong and we not cover up nothing. So we not go there and say I keep everybody secret because we not want nobody know. If said me in the parliament and me go wrong, there is a principle that guide us and we started from there. So we start from there, so then we start to see how procurements go and another friend and company, and we not just run out and spend money for no reason at all. For not, we must have bring back some integrity to the house. So that's where it will start. But it won't start with this one blackout. So I am not talking about it to happen presently. What do you say, blackout? Blackout, you're gone again, man. Yes, yes. King, what's your name? Damino or Damino. All PMP is the same. One thing I can tell you, I'm not a criminal. I'm not rob nobody nothing. I'm not in a courthouse for go tell nobody how I put them couple black around the house. Everybody know me put them around it. So we can't be same. I'm not there before the courthouse for go explain when I get wealth from or nothing. So you can't say all the way same. Because neither me nor you and your prime minister are in the same category. So now come here and tell me about all PMP are the same. Me and a thief, me and a criminal. So I don't know what kind of argument that you come with. As a matter of fact, it look like you just not understand my principle over here. Every night I come here I tell you the same thing. You can't scroll past my channel. When I come over here at night time, it's for me and the comrades them for all our vibes. Alright, go ahead, blackout. Blackout, me not hear you. In on a different agenda. PMP are hardworking people. PMP is the best. Laura Blackwood, Andrew out there handing out flyers like they are missionary.
Auntie Jen,
Oi.
I said it cannot stop. And listen to me, Auntie Jen. And me I talk about when Mark Golden go in there, you know. He is the most honest man. But guess what? The other young man, them, you have people around him where maybe not see things how him see things. And to be honest like him. Because if Andrew Golden step on the road right now myself vote, you tell me at the head out there right now myself, you know.
But you still not listen to what me say a while ago. I said I'm not looking for it to change. I said I'm not looking for it to change underneath this leadership.
Good night, Auntie.
Good night, Miss C. How you doing?
1 second.
You see when time people come here, so if you come talk things when I happen, just move them off and make we preach. A time come.
Yeah,
preach, yeah, preach.
I true.
And me say time come to, you know. Don't get this wrong, you know. Don't bother feel
yeah,
some
but
me
you
right
can't have negative talk now when we fear.
What kind of negative talk? We are saying to remove corruption. How can it move? Tell me how it will move.
Listen,
if
right now, as is, you say Andrew out there hang out paper. We have to steer you so to preach for them coming, not for talk who are going to do and who can do.
Yeah, they Andrew out there hand out money right now to people if you vote for him.
That is Andrew business. We cannot watch Andrew. We are going forward.
But this is not the first year it been going on, sister.
We don't care about that. That's what I'm telling you. You come
look here. I'm not talking
to talk what happened.
You look like I say.
Auntie,
You look
when
like
him
you
gone, me come
agree
back.
for corruption to continue go on. Me and Auntie Jenna say if it up. That we are saying, we are saying if it up.
Me a talk
We
to
are
Auntie
trying to
Jen,
seek
you
out a
come and say,
solution in
but
this
you're
thing.
not
How
talking
can
that
it
way.
stop? You are
You
coming
are
with
not
your
talking
negative
that
talk
way.
right
Find
here.
something
Like I
to
said, I'm
beat
going.
them and see if we can get a next vote in.
You know, Auntie Jen, let me mute. I'm sorry. Because this don't go nowhere.
Time come, I saw them are going to change for corruption. Give it a little time. The only way corruption can change, and that's what I say, is not under this present regime, is when we have a change. And I'm expecting Mark Golding to come in and to make some change. We can't continue so. Because these labor right then blind and deaf and dumb. If you come over here and you tell them say corruption are going, they say, oh, everybody thief. That's the only answer they have to tell you. Oh, everybody thief. Angela Chambers says stop tell lie upon the man. Oh yeah, you hear me tell lie upon the man? You hear me tell lie upon the man? Or not me at all? As a matter of fact, what not do over here? You could have tell them people 10,000 times. So you don't want them upon your something, then still are coming up? Me never see nobody like them, no sir.
Auntie, me
Huh?
see that the one day down at Portland, I tell people, remember 2007, you tell people, say, oh, a prosperity. 2025, you are going to tell them, let us vote out poverty. So from that time, you never bring in prosperity. So oh, you have vote out poverty now, and are you in charge? That are the vals.
Yeah, they used to say the people them are mad people.
You know, sister, then confused.
Then
Eh?
confused. Good night, Joan.
Time come for no leave, pack up and leave. The children are the future. Teach them well so them understand. You tell people say prosperity, and then 2025 you come back now to talk about poverty. So what you were doing down there all that time, so you have to have poverty.
You may understand when I said when I say Ed Bartlett, I tell the people them, oh, me no have like a problem for no water and like that, but we are going to fix it. The people them fool like hell and them I say, yeah. I say, you know, so I say,
Then at
no.
the same time, you know, them stand up, you want to see him SUV with you, eh? And him inside, and can bet you say the AC on and them out there. Yeah! Bellias.
You know, so for the last 18 years, we all hear the labor them attack. It seems like they don't understand, say, 2007, Bruce Golding win, right? So they're in a power for them party and Andrew can take it over from Bruce Golding when they do this problem. I want them follow me tonight. Cause I think they don't know nothing what them I say. You come to my church tomorrow. I'm not going to church tomorrow, so I don't know which church I'll go tomorrow. If you want me to keep church tonight and you stay after the something, we keep church with you. Anyway. Porsche win 2012. Right? So that then gone one. Yeah, me not keep no church tomorrow. Me not there at church. Me keep church online. You can join. Anyway, get back to what I say. So from 2007 to 2012, them in there, right? 5 years. 2012 to 16, Porsche was there. From 16 to 20, them in there. That's 9 years, right? And them in there from 20 to 25. So that's 14 years. So out of the last 18 years, the Jamaica Labour Party is running this country. We don't have nothing to come and talk about road, a PNP making a fix. We don't have nothing to talk about the PNP never fix the health sector. We don't have nothing to tell people say we never do. Una in there more than una out there since the last 18 years. So what no one can tell me now say, if we vote for una again and make una in there for 20 years, don't. And the same thing will happen. Una hypocrite. When will we have the all-night prayer? No, me not set up the all-night run. Sorry about that. We come on and we keep 1 hour, so, but me not set up no all night. Me not join that the story then none at all. Jesus himself I'm going to pray for 1 hour. Me not pray for no all night. Jesus tell the disciples, so no could even set up with me for 1 hour. Me can't, long time back in the early church, me gonna all night prayer. I tell you the truth, me sleep more than when me pray in the church at time. Cause when it catch 1, 2 o'clock, me want to sleep. So una not talk right. Una fi talk right and una must be honest. Una couldn't eat more than the PNP for the last 18 years. Still a blame PNP. It's a long time that. You know when PJ did that over 30 odd years now. And you know why una never win? Una know why una never win? Una know why PNP? You think because people them they want to vote for PNP for 18 years? You know why una never win? Ask on a party why. It's a question and a need to find out why una never win. The people they never, you see man, when you hear them talk about the best Prime Minister, Mr. Edward Seaga, the people down Jamaica, the people they never like him, so they never vote back for him. All in one party they match up and then start Gang of Five. You know not hear about it? Yeah, but then Bruce Golding go start new party. Cause them never is a man without them not take no talk or what him say or what him mean. So it never work. And they call PJ Black Scandal bag and the people they never like it. So they never vote for him. That's why he never win. That's why PNP did in a power for 18 years. Because people them are Jamaican and like on. They say I want to buy the most vote of Jamaica. Uncle Son can win election. Uncle Son can win enough labor rights. So when you come attack, if you don't know nothing, shut up on the mouth and scroll past my channel. You come like my moderator, then I see them across his over here up on YouTube. Good evening, Sheldon Brown. How you doing? Marvin, Luke C. Some on the pass I never see. It seems like now they done gone because I not see them. Because some people have come on and I get away. When I tap up a phone screen over TikTok, man. We'll stay on until the something start. So that's why I give everybody a chance now. Anybody have anything for say on the say no. When the debate start, I'm not going to allow anybody to call in and comment and disrupt it. So we have all the time now. So we can sit down and we're going to listen and then we will analyze by listening to what is happening. George Forrester, good night. Marvin Brown, go look work. I work right now, you know. I work me there right now. I work me there, Marvin, you never know. You never know, say I work me there. You will say you're getting ready for work, but you go walk about too. Okay. Me know you go walk about, yeah. Because I know no one go watch over St. Mary while going. Alright, Auntie. Let me take a little prep, see what going up at St. Mary there. Tap up your phone screen. Good night, Browning.
Hi, we're missionaries for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Are you new to the area and looking for a new church?
There has been a heightened state of scampering up and down by the little man in Southeast St. Mary. Since nomination day, road are fixed left, right, and center. Chicken a distribute left, right, and center. Things that have not been done in 9 years.
Hi, Jason.
Have been done in 3 weeks.
Long time, yeah.
But comrades,
Everything
they
I done now.
recognize that all that they are doing,
True, man.
Southeastern St. Mary is done with done. So comrades, I was in Zion Hill 2 days ago, and I heard some people say, Chris, they are so desperate, I hear them talking. But I have a saying and a word to give to them. I said, oh, be a worker, oh. You cannot touch the Lord's anointed. So my message to you tonight, comrades, as we gather here tonight in Port Maria, is for you to stand firm. Reject the $10,000. Reject the $20,000 and stand firm. Reject the rum and boom and stand firm. Reject the fame farm work hard and stand firm.
You hear that?
Reject the last
Corruption,
minute
them,
work and stand firm.
Big dirty corruption.
Comrades,
Corruption.
I see the other day, them send a man who got the biggest political backsliding in Southeastern St. Mary in history. Dan Creary.
Good night, sweetheart. How you doing?
Brother walk up and down. I go on like a damn run Southeastern St. Mary.
You're allowed to say another day.
Yeah.
They worked together when Richard Creary was the candidate in 2011 and we defeated them with Dr. Winston Green. So let the word go out tonight that I'm unafraid of nobody. Unafraid of no boy, no girl, nowhere, no how. So bring them come, cause we go and whip them. Now go a dance again. Me not party no more. Now fornicate again. Me not do rum with friends again. Comrades, under Mark Jefferson Golin, we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
We are ready to give the people titles to them land. We're ready. We are ready to build houses across Southeastern St. Mary and St. Mary because we're ready. We are ready to give the youths them jobs. We are ready to move forward under the People's National Party because we're ready. Comrades, many of them who were in the cabinet had to be removed from the cabinet and placed on the back bench because them either thief money or they did some corrupt act. When you call the name Marissa Dalrymple, backbench. When you call the name Andrew Wheatley, backbench. When you call the name J.C. Hutchinson, backbench. When you call the name James Robertson, backbench. When you call the name Everett Warmington, backbench. And when you call the name Bobby Montague, backbench.
You left out one man. What you call Andrew Oldest or backbench? You don't call Andrew Oldest.
Now go a dance again. Me not party no more. Now
So there's the black car.
And the truth is, comrades, the truth is, comrades, if we were in a real democracy, Craven knee, Andrew Holness would have been on the backbench too.
Could have if I came on and
So
been doing
since him
that,
can't
in that
find
night
himself
road.
on the backbench, we in St. Mary is going to send him a message on September the 3rd and put him on the Jamaica Labour Party squarely on the backbench.
Right there, then Billan, backbench.
So stand firm, comrades.
When I stand firm,
We
people,
are
don't sell out.
marching
On
on to victory.
stop sell out. Now make
No
them
more
fake on
barrack, I
out.
can't stop with. In Southeast, it is going to be PNP. In Central, it is going to be PNP. In West, it is going to be PNP. So wave your flag for the People's National Party. Wave your flag for Mark Golding. Wave your flag for victory for the PNP. One love, one love.
So it's good night. How you doing, sweetheart? Good night is. Thank you, Nadi. I them man. Any one of them crosses one coming. Tap up the phone screen on TikTok and tap up the phone screen on YouTube for me, please. Me go sit down and say how long we done it tonight, you know, cause 9 o'clock them a start. We have half hour left for it, wait till them start the and we not go to bed till it done. I think a 1.5 hour debate. So it go done 10:30. And then we're gonna listen with them say after that. So we have a little time for go tonight. So extra. Let me say if my son come on, man. Oh. Because I know I hear it. Ronald. Good evening, Ronald. How you doing? Alright. The phone lines are open. So we have another half an hour before the debate starts. The debate will...
Angel,
Yeah, we're asking you what going, yeah.
what ask you on something? Because me you want something, I know someone to go to me say road I will get back fair seat down there, sir. Manchester.
Who tell you that?
I saw one lady called me and tell me say somebody who do the intern poll them and son, and I say the man down there they got nothing but some money and all them thing there.
So you hear
But
about
me hear
it?
say that person who run against her was ahead at first, so me don't know.
According to them are winning all 63 seat. I was scrolling past one platform this morning and I hear them I say not even one they not give PNP. I mean I say, me no understand if when we talk, I never say PNP are going to win all seats. It will never happen. PNP will never win all the seats. So me want just me talk with sense. Me not talk like me not have no sense. Because there are certain seats where we know say it a go hard for flip.
Yeah.
There's no way Mark Golding are losing seat. Andrew in a more problem for losing seat more
Yes,
than Mark.
Yes, no problem with film one, me know that.
Film seat today no
and
problem more Mark
Terry
Golding.
long too much say I go get film seat, but me see them say the guy that him did that film, so me no know.
Don't listen to me. That's the old trick in the old politics. You know. Everybody will win everybody.
Yeah.
Because you know want to talk so you're there behind. You know why me no rather there behind? Andrew go down the since week and tough time go again.
Oh, then I hit the money, them I let go down there. Them one of the people them so stupid.
But most of all them, you know what me learn? Most of all them I get the money I see them labor right them, you know.
Yeah, I them see one. I must them.
So when I never pay them, I pay them.
Them.
PNP make up their mind. If 1 and 2 people are change is nothing now, a bigger majority are gonna change.
Yeah. I saw me the listen for one platform. I don't remember the lady name, you know, but it's coming like a summer. I don't know if I don't chill on the way down a Patmore. And I say, what if young people come on partner to them man and them talk up the things, you know, I say, I want some of them people, young people in Jamaica to really see the light and Open up people high to something. I remember what she name, you know. But one lady like you, she depend it and she talk, man, and talk up the things, man, the young people then come in, man, and them tell her, man. So them, some of them kind of people, eh.
Sandra Simita asked me if I ask her if she collect. No, she not collect no. She was saying she heard about it. She's not from Manchester.
Oh.
We PMP not collect no money from the labor right. We them not come to we neither. Them a go to look for young people them, not we.
Yeah, them I go to yes.
Cause we broke in a few ways and we
I
steep in our
went to a
way.
funeral today. I'm a pass so one place where I feel the same. No. No man, I know her when I want out to Oakby. I'm a pass, I'm a yes, I'm a play some breed and music. The labor right them up there in the office. I come here and say, boy. Look how this man a terrible and thief, oh my God, me tell you man.
You see,
And
that them
people
now.
out there for them same way.
I'm money.
I'm money, yes?
I'm money, I problem man. The money I run like crazy.
But yeah, that's why them thief up so much all the bus.
But them have a content as night color day, then go have to explain them bus, you know.
I tell them something, you know.
They have to explain to Jamaica people the truth about the bus.
Wait, yeah, the bus there.
Yeah, me and my bus man. And my grandson, look at tire bus enough and the bus argument come me take up that going bus.
Yes, man, and if you want them to, you know.
I'm a little grandson.
$1 for. But me not think they even pay $1, them get them free because the bus them hope they put on use drive or something, so them just take them. Carry the brought down bus then come here from carry people picnic at school. I tell you.
And because we are talking about it, them I can't talk about say, oh we bad mind. Now oh taxi man, all taxi man do a feel up a little picnic them. And me say, oh, what kind of argument that? Simone, good night. Me say what kind of argument that about bad mind for make picnic feel up. Then look how picnic get feel up all right and down the nose. And ugly in a taxi then feel up picnic. Then stepfather, then father, all kind of something happen. So if we draw that the conclusion for talk about say because we want them to take taxi and we not mean it picnic them no good all of that. That's not the problem. We want the truth about the bus and that we want here.
Yes, that's it. But look here, them not think about the Pitnam thing now and rate them. Because if you did love the Pitnam and rate them, you can go buy old buses and get some new buses to carry the children them. Get new buses, no old bus.
Simone, good night. Middleman is saying so then call it money buying vote. So what will happen after the third? God eat with supper. Then they must spend some serious money out there, man. Shana is saying the kids them not safe
Them all learn thing and they not no sense. Because before they give the people the money where they go buy some grocery, pay them bill and all then something that
Cynthia is saying Manchester Mayor can't lose in seat.
Why you serious? But me not expect the permits of fear to them. But you know, even the by-election.
What kind of foolish question?
In a walk with money.
What kind of foolish? I'm mastermind behind all the way I going.
Yeah, I messing the behind it because him want to win back in it. Him want come back in it, but me don't know him want come back in it. And him nah go back in the name of Jesus. Oh.
Well, did I hear that from a police? Prison?
Well, that's right. Yeah.
We ain't go back in there unless the PMP then I go vote.
Well, the police prison.
I'm going to tell you something. The PMP then power up.
Yeah, man. Them out there.
The PMP they come out like rice grain.
Yeah, man. That the answer, so then go turn up.
Yeah?
Right, no, me not in a look on the poll and where people are saying that. When the day come and them go do what them do, then we will see.
But no labor right now to talk about Dan and this poll because them say when Dan and this say how much point the PMP in a lead by. Them did say a lie ma tell. So a lie ma tell same way. So no
They say not no go so.
Yes, so not no go so. So not believe it now.
So then say, when you have a high voter turnout, it goes in favor of the opposition.
Yeah.
When you have a low turnout, it goes in favor of the government.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to have a high voters turnout. According to the last poll.
In right, I vote them, I vote out. Out, you know.
Yeah, once I vote, you vote them out. The voters.
Back at this, man.
Yeah. Anytime you see you catch 11 o'clock and you hear them say, you know when you can know that the party if who are win, you say when you catch midday and you hear them say, and you midday come and you hear say 40% of the people gone vote already, the election done. You hear what I say is? If when 12 o'clock and you hear, because you know them are going to tell you how much percentage each of people vote already by midday. Anyhow, you say 40% of people vote by midday and September 3rd. You can start celebrate.
Oh. That's what I tell you, say now. I mean, you have to just trust God and go. This man,
you have to call in, Kashana. Those persons are on
social
TikTok.
Media, everybody want him all because too teeth
so
and too proper.
You have to call in now. Call me now, Kashana, because when 9 o'clock, I'm not taking no more call. We're going to listen to the debate. So go ahead, Kashana. Call me on the WhatsApp number for YouTube. Over TikTok, on the top of the phone screen for me, please, everybody. Where you said by 9 o'clock. Once you see the voters turn out our people vote, we know by 12 o'clock who win the election. We
want to forget your number, man, because I want to correspond. You understand?
Alright, I can't tell you the number.
No, you can't tell me, but I don't know how we could
so you don't know my YouTube channel?
Eh?
You know my YouTube channel. Go up on my YouTube channel, Life with Jennifer JM.
Go up on the YouTube.
Yes, I'm going to tell them to type in the number and you can always take it out.
Type in my number.
No. Then we type in my number. You can take the WhatsApp number.
You can do it. 1 minute, so understand.
Alright, come off of TikTok. Come off of TikTok. Listen, come off of the TikTok and click on YouTube and type in Life with Jennifer JM.
On YouTube?
Yes, on YouTube.
Okay. I can't do it on this one now.
That's why I say you have to come off and use the same phone where you're on now.
Oh. Tarek! When they call me time? They go ask the girl.
Alright, so Kashana, go ahead and call in. Because you must have my number. Let me see if she call. I know she call. You don't say what they write, sir. Oh. Hello, good night.
Auntie. You know, time come and yes, auntie, you know, time come and I type about what about you, Shell? You have heart attack when PNP lose, but him come under the name Sheldon. So me I tell you to remove Sheldon, that's why I'm call back.
Me never see it. I know me never see it.
Yeah, never see. Remove Sheldon time come. And they're above my comment.
Alright, me scroll back.
What a way you see, auntie, you see what? That's why we have to continue to pray. Because God, when we pray, God just show who our enemies are. Clear and clear.
So he might when him they are Confederate. And he sent me a message right there and I said to him, oh, I'm not bother do him like how me do Judas Johnson. But you're not much better than Judas Johnson. And what will I want with my channel?
What them want with you and what them want with Mark Golden.
Me want know. Me want to know. Me want to know. Same type in and say if you tell us so you don't have to spread no propaganda upon him.
What kind of propaganda may I spend for your time? Come where they come on the platform and I type some unstable things, double-minded things.
Then all him would say that him. That means saying that you listen then too. So either way you take it, he say you have to spread the
propaganda. Name that name where name again where me know now did come and tell me say Sheldon.
He said I watch it. He said I watch it. He said I watch a program. He said I watch a program and you spread propaganda upon him.
What propaganda?
Because maybe you say him name Sheldon.
Like a child.
Maybe you say him name Sheldon.
Then you know confirm it tonight after now you come and say name come and say yes Sheldon chat to me now. You know, don't confirm say you are the Sheldon.
Yeah, oh yes, for sure. But we did black na Sheldon that night there. We black na Sheldon.
Right. So maybe that but now they do our homework, you know. You have to understand yourself, time come on. We need a joking thing, you know. You behave like a little baby now. I mean, I run joke with baby. A pet baby. And it's not time for my pet nobody. I mean, I pet no adult. If you're a baby, my pet you. I mean, a pet adult. We are going like baby.
Ryan, we have to wait till election day. We can't tell you nothing yet, sir. All right. Let me answer Kashana Ron. Hello, good night.
Hi, Auntie Jen. It's time come. We have a relationship and I've never disrespected you, right? You blocked me and I sent you a message the other day that I respect your decision. I have an account, you know my number. Someone else named Sheldon, my name is Sheldon Wisdom. So, Mr. Perry, let's just keep it professional now, please. I am not stalking Auntie Jen phone. Auntie Jen, no, we spoke about it. I respect her decision and I still tune into the program. I don't have access to type in. Okay, Auntie?
Okay then, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, Ron is saying that him. Let me call back Kashana, because I can't bother with you tonight. Kashana?
Yes, good night. How are you doing?
I'm good. Good night.
Good night to everyone.
Yeah.
The person that was just talking, two different person named Sheldon, but the message that he said the person sent, that was real, but because you did catch up on a person delete the message. But it's two different Sheldon on your life.
Oh,
the person will say you go have a heart attack when PMP lose and delete the message. But so the person wasn't lying.
Oh, so a two different person.
Sheldon on your life, the one that's on there now, that's not the one who sent that message.
Okay.
But what me I try if you say no, as me good night again and
yeah.
But this politics thing, I mean, you know, some people take politics too serious, and what me I try if you find out when me see Andrew Holmes said. And to be honest, when man I tell the people them say him a go do if he go in the third term, right? Are they sitting there should have a long time, you know? What make he never did that long time?
Good question.
Yeah, because I promise people free housing. Since him a go do it for the third term, what make he never do it the 2 term when he did it?
And that the people they should have asked him.
Yeah, but the people them not look into that because some of them here say, oh, labor right to give money. So then gravitate to money. If you can give one of them $5,000 and how much percentage can vote in $5,000, 5 years of suffering them are go through. How $5,000 can buy money? If $5,000 can't buy nothing much, when you look, Jamaica need a better health system. As since they say them are going to run back the election now, you see them are going to hospital and patch up. If patch up 2 toes waterfall, you know, them they hold the tear up back again, you know.
That's true, yeah, talk.
They must say free housing, you know, amount of people at work. Tell me now when you look into this, right? And you know, say if you can't correct. When you look on it now, how people feel work 20, 30 years, right? And you take out NHT tax out of them pay. And when they already know to get house through NHT, I go tell them say they no qualify. More people figure all 40 much $million to buy a 3-bedroom house through NHT. If you have to buy that the house, then now we know. All the 7th generation, all when they're dead, they still have to give you that the house then. Because if you have to check up minimum wage, how much I get to pay now, all when they're dead and gone, me say the pick them still have to pay for the house. Because you know, say every year, tax raise, mortgage raise, everything, the raise. We don't see sense I things they want to do. And then every time in company something say free housing, where Maggie way free housing? Because I don't understand who's party Maggie it way. You have low income people who are trying to make ends meet. You know, it's enough people right now quit their job because some people have to travel from parish to parish to go work, right? $16,000 for minimum wage. By the time 1 week done, you know, you spend more than $16,000. Sometimes you have to borrow money to go work. You know, make no sense, you know. Taxi fare, bus fare, alone, all them the bus when bring come in our country, right? In America, you know, say they now use one bus for too long. So if you all bus put down, then put it down there, you buy if you repair, if you want to repair. Them the bus they should have repair for it before and bring them to Jamaica. Jamaican mechanic can repair them the bus because they never make them there. Some of them the parts of the bus now, where them are going to find them at Jamaica? You might not pay now how much $1 million for no school bus a line at them. Because some of them old school bus they probably are less than $3,000 because they use them already and then put them down. And when you look on it, auntie, if you check it last time when PNP was in power, check how much it for £1 of rice and one small tin mackerel. You see when I check how much it, ask how much for it now.
Well, one thing as I talk about that, I can tell you about the party. Because I went into, I have $1,000 a day, I'm going to the place now and said I want 2 patty and a box juice. You might say can't buy 2, you might say can't buy 2 patty and a juice, I can get a box drink. Because a $300 a one for the patty, $350 for the patty. And so 2 patty would have be for $700. And because a juice I want, the juice expensive more than the...
But when you buy for $350, you don't have to pay a tax. You're not included tax yet.
Then it will come up to it, it will come up to $700 and something for 2 patty.
Yeah, I say patty. And box drinks now too expensive.
It's not the drinks. I not buy drinks. I buy juice. So I did want like a country style juice. Or a true juice. You couldn't buy it. So box drinks are they just like Big Joe. Them they just put some little sugar and water something in the box. So even though the juice then water out, you know, I still prefer to buy the juice than the drink. So there's a difference between the drink and the juice. Somebody over TikTok will ask. Alright. So if I buy a true juice, it's more fruit juice. More natural something. They may add water it out. Like when I buy the soursop juice, you can see them add a whole heap of water to the soursop juice. But at the same time, I prefer buy it than the drink. The drink come in more like when you mix Kool-Aid. So I don't know if that answer the question where you asked me.
Yeah, it's like the difference between soda and regular natural juice.
Yeah.
Make them understand, yeah. And what I try to say now, the health system is really, really bad and it worse. So I don't understand. You may know say you watch news often and see how much time parents complain to them picking their KPH and the hospital, right? And how much pregnant people lose their life and this. You ever see the Prime Minister come out and address none of them?
No, I not do it.
The hospital, some people take pictures of sleep on hospital floor. This man don't care and he brainwash people then. You understand? Because when
I don't know if everybody can brainwash still, you know. Or labor right then, I mainly talk to still, you know.
Yeah, but one time I look funny, you know, I don't know if some people love suffering because if this man really go back in, I'm not God enough, so I can predict and say okay because you know what, there's a election before and he can't thief again, so we don't know what will be the outcome. We just have to hope he be. You understand?
You're right.
But when you look funny now, you know, if I'm wrong, you know, you can correct me. You know,
yeah, but you know, so I have to limit you now because guess what? As soon 9 o'clock and we're going to go to the
As you said, we have to just pray to God and hope for the best because we don't know what side he teach you before and he can take you again. So only God alone can help with. And if he going on third term, it's like Jamaica go through 3 term of famine.
And not even only that, you know. One of my main concern for the third term, you know, is that they're going to get the privilege now to turn Jamaica in a republic. And the laws them where they have in there for turn Jamaica in a republic, him can choose the president and him extend the Senate. And when you find out now, so the opposition now gonna have no chance. So anything they want to pass law and make.
Prison regardless, I think they want to do, you know.
Yes, so you will never can tell how it have a work out thing.
Look here, you know. God in a control, you know. So you have to depend upon it.
Good
No
night,
man,
Maureen.
you understand? Because man, I feel you.
Yeah.
God I do this thing and God not the
Yeah, man, you
selection
still
whether you
can't
want
go
to believe
prison.
it is or no. Because God I turn up them skirt and make we see all the corruption them what them are doing all them sitting there.
Not true,
Give me a
man.
tell you. And everybody, more is with
Good
more.
night. Yeah, auntie?
Yeah,
You
man.
know,
All
so
right. Yeah.
more of the people them is not with him. You understand?
Yeah.
So a God in this election and I in we have to trust. And I vote for some and the people them wanting call election so much for we vote him out and I that them are saying that them are gonna do. You see people what doing man?
They open the right. Good night.
So
Good
that's
night.
what you
Yeah.
want.
Good night, man,
They
sir.
open the right,
Yeah.
but Andrew bring the Israeli them are working at the EOJ for a reason. And
Hola. Because that's a big statement they are making. I mean, I don't know if that could have been right. You are saying that, let me use the word allegedly, that they bring Israeli in our EOJ office.
yeah man, at the EOJ. You can Google it because one thing
So
they come out in the newspaper.
so you want to tell me that the PNP would sit down there and allow this? A
I
man,
first may I hear the one you know,
Dayton
you know.
Campbell is a part of the EOJ, and I learned that they put in KD Knight as a part of the EOJ up in there. And I hear another lawyer again for the PNP up in the EOJ there. So how that would work? I don't know if I want to believe it.
I
You can
first
Google
may I
it,
hear
man.
this one and use
Because
this story
by
right
right, you
now.
can't just
And
take
you talk about
outside.
it too, because
You can't carry them for observers. But then can't come be in our EOJ.
when me hear them are working at the office, and there's a documentary. I think me remember if a BBC do the documentary where you have Israeli will go around and rig election. But me I hope that I'm not Jamaica still, you know,
No,
cause
sir, I don't think so. Would I must say that would have
Hey,
been
let me
long
tell you
time
something,
already.
you know. If the PNP never vigilant before, me tell you something. Could do stuff.
Oh,
You see data, that's why I say they want to get rid of data. Right now, you know, see what them are doing. Them are try going to Eastern Westmoreland to see if they can make a winning seat. You see Prime Minister down the whole day to them.
oh wait, I don't understand that.
And they
Wow.
saying that to them, man. Whole
Don't
day
can
that
manage
eat.
data, man.
them fear. That when the Westmoreland
Westmoreland, Eastern in there to them.
PNP. But them fear
Maybe
data, you know, that's why everything, that's why
he might go the rest of them in a night tonight. Cause I now left out of Westmoreland. Cause I know say PNP I got them mass meeting down that the way. So I might try car see if he can go that the area. Cause them I got that St. James and PNP I got that Manchester.
them lose Westmoreland. Westmoreland a PNP parish.
Well in the, they're telling people them to vote for
Long
Daniel
time.
Lawrence.
From long time. I told them teeth the election at the 2020 day. That's why them get them the seat they don't listen. So the people
But
they never vote for.
2020, over 100,000 people vote 2016 never voted, you know. So, me not
Yeah, the
count
people
that
they
election
never
there.
vote for.
Me not count that election there, because that's
Me
another
not count it
election.
because I know me still can't understand.
You have to count
Because
it. You have to still count it.
election and you're going to hear say them win and you know hear not more about it. All know it come it's a mystery that to me, man. It's a mystery.
The people them be afraid to go out. At 37%, the lowest in the history, so why would we count that election there as a real election? At 37%,
Me I
Never vote against themselves because boy me I tell you it's a wicked
go
thing.
head
Them
over.
man.
Me I go head over now to the pre-debate channel.
Okay.
Yeah, so on for now stay on and listen fine.
And taking and presenting
Like a joke
questions from the
from
public is our
Yeah,
social
man.
media editor, Amoy Harriet, CBM TV.
Then if I
I
stay
am
them
your
and I
moderator,
hear
Janella Precious.
Yeah.
As is customary, the audience is prohibited from applauding the debaters, except for now, after we've announced each team. For Team Matthew
Bluetooth
Samuda.
mode.
You can clap.
Connected.
For Team PNP, Raymond Price. Up next is the JLP's Kamina Johnson-Smith. Also joining Team PNP is Sophia Fraser-Binns. And for the JLP, Pernell Charles Jr. Being no longer than 30 seconds, and each team being allowed 90 seconds to respond to each question, and rebuttals are limited to 45 seconds. The questions posed in tonight's debate will come from two sources. The first, you, the public. You can send us your questions via direct message on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to Jamaica Debates. These will be checked, selected, and asked by our social media editor. The second source of questions is from our panel of journalists. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond our control, there will be no interpretation for the deaf and hearing impaired. Now, based on a previous coin toss, the first question tonight comes from Natalie Campbell, and it will be directed to Team PNP.
Good evening. The People's National Party has been highly critical of several Jamaica Labour Party programs, including the rural school bus system. You say you have better options. Which programs have you earmarked for immediate discontinuation, and what timeline are you proposing of replacement programs to ensure continuity of service to Jamaicans?
Good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for that question. Productivity means that there is a balance between effectiveness and efficiency. Effectiveness means doing the right thing, and efficiency means doing the thing right. Indeed, the separation of students from adults and the organized contribution of carrying them to school is a wonderful concept. However, how the JP intended to execute, I believe, is highly inefficient. First of all, the cost of buses for 300 million based on the information we have received, and then 800 million for the refurbishing of those buses would indicate an inefficient use of resources. Additionally, we have seen where new buses, Toyota buses, coaster buses that could have been used would have been a more appropriate purchase, and that would have been within the same cost. Additionally, the ineffectiveness of these bus system would suggest that very few children would be able to be moved. We have over 440,000 children to be moved, and at this point, those buses will be best capable to move between 4,000 and 8,000 on each day, indicating that the vast majority of children will still not benefit from that program. And so one thing that will immediately discontinue is one that doesn't incorporate the principals, the guidance counselors, and be more targeted in ensuring that those who are finding it most difficult to get to school are able to get to school, in particular deep rural children.
Thank you so much. Team JLP, or rebuttal?
Thank you. The Jamaica Labour Party is doing what the PNP has not and cannot do. We want to keep our children safer, and we are using the savings, $1 billion savings from the JUTC, where we have cut theft of diesel and shifted to CNG, to buy 110 new buses at $1.4 billion for our children. The parents will save $180,000 per year annually per child, and the children will be safer, greater attendance, they'll be safer at school, cameras, wardens. Why not? It's best for the country.
Thank you very much. Romardo has the next question, and it will go to Team JLP.
Good evening. Despite the 2025 changes to NHD loan limits and the modifications so more minimum wage earners can qualify for grants, many youngsters have lost hope of one day owning a home. What will you do to ensure that in multiple offer situations for properties, youngsters aren't outbid by older Jamaicans with much more to offer?
Firstly, thank you for that question. The Jamaica Labour Party has ensured that we focus on our youth. On a general way, we have increased minimum wage We've increased support for youth. We have specialized in terms of ensuring that our youth are particularly aligned in terms of delivering houses. There's a special allocation under the NHT. And while we increase loan limits and increase the income bands, we've ensured that there's greater access to housing for our youth and for all Jamaicans. Let's be clear. How we have managed the economy is exactly why we now have enough money to increase housing solutions to 34,000 houses and 60,000 more to come. Even the youth who you may define as within poverty lines are being taken care of through the social housing program, which we provided more than 300 and much more to come. For the Jamaica Labour Party administration, housing solutions, housing developments, and the total national development is based on the fact that we have not only been able to save more, but our focus is on increasing economic development completely as a country that has suffered wage freezes, suffered heavy taxes. For 8 years, we've had no new taxes. All of these things have impacted our youth positively. So the youth have more money in their pockets as we also increase the tax threshold. So the youth who are at the entry level are able to present more to the NHT.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Team PNP, your rebuttal.
It's hard to rebut someone who seems not to know what he was saying. So I'll go to the substantive response. The People's National Party manifesto makes it very clear. We have several programs that will make it easier for the average Jamaican, young people in particular, to own their own home. One of which is waiving the requirements for them to be able to pay the closing costs to the amount of $500,000 per person. We will also allow them through the rent-to-own program for those who do not have a payslip or work as barbers or tattoo artists to use their rent in a house built by the NHD. That rent will be converted to a mortgage and their credit rating will be based on their propensity to continue paying.
Thank you so much. I think we can take a question from the social media. Amoy?
Thanks, Janella. Well, this social media question comes from the Jamaica Environment Trust, JED. They're asking, industrial pollution incidents like the repeated real cobra fish kills continue without meaningful consequences for polluters. What measures will your government put in place to guarantee stronger deterrence?
No secret that as a country we have not been protecting the environment as we should. The People's National Party is committed to protecting the environment. We will ensure that the body that is charged with the protection of the environment does its work. And so we will have a second look at NEPA. We will make NEPA independent, and we will also create an independent tribunal for NEPA. Apart from that, the environment impact assessment is something that we must look at. The People's National Party is committed to ensuring that the requirement for environment impact assessment is legislated. For us in the People's National Party, we can't talk about the economic development. We cannot talk about community development unless there is the protection of the environment. And we are committed to doing that. We will do this by ensuring that communities are part of the decision-making process when it comes on to environmental issues. And that is why we are committed to signing the ESCAZU agreement, which will ensure that there's access to information so people know about development or pollution in their area, that the community has an opportunity to speak and share their views, and certainly that there will be access to justice when environmental rights are breached. That is our commitment from the People's National Party, because time comes to protect the environment.
Thank you so much. Team JLP, your rebuttal.
The People's National Party has never been serious about environmental protection. In their last time at the wicket, they proposed a coal plant to generate electricity in St. Elizabeth. They proposed the development of the logistics hub in the Goat Islands, including saying only 2 little lizards was over there by the former minister in charge. But beyond that, they have a leader who could not bring himself to vote when the matter came to the Senate. They have never demonstrated environmental leadership. This government has. It is why at the last time there was a serious industrial incident in the Rio Cobre, this government drew down on a $117 million bond, the single largest consequence for environmental breach in the country's history. It is why this government also passed recent amendments to the NRCA Act that allowed body corporates to be charged upwards of $10 million at the judge's discretion. This government is serious about the environment. We have demonstrated so. We have demonstrated so internationally, and it is why we will continue to lead with new elements of the plastic ban, with amendments to WLPA, with accession to the SPA protocol, and it is why we are recognized as an environmental leader globally.
So we're just getting started. It's now time for a short break, but there will be more when we return.
The general...
So, let we debate now before then start back again. What is your take on those, that what you just hear? Let me see YouTube typing. Let me see what you have to say over TikTok. What you think happened there a while ago with the questions. Not being biased, just be truthful. What you think? Go ahead, Is.
Well, you see, for me, you know, Auntie, me not really believe in this debate business because them are going, them are talk on something, them are put everything on paper. And, you know, it's not right because all the environment, something NEPA, all that in every agency in the Prime Minister. Harris, them no by themselves, them no you don't call it.
They're not independent.
Independent. And him run the whole of them. You understand?
20 had portfolio the Prime Minister run.
Eh?
First me ever see that in a history of Jamaica.
Yes, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. So that's why you see there's the corruption there now because everything in is placed there. Every one of them should have their own ministry.
Fergie.
Fergie saying in the debate business because them are going them attack all kind of something and put some blame from PNP saying with them not attack the things a debate and I say what them are do and for go forward. We think it's PNP. And it cannot be like that.
Tell you already said that's how they are. Alright.
Auntie,
listen.
With the school bus, what you bring school bus and them still have plan for bring school bus now. Them never said that at the school bus it is going to be to carry the children.
No, they were only asking about the school bus and overall to hear what was the plan for the school bus. Because you know the contention out about the school bus. I'm going to say, but let me say if I get back to them, because I said we have to listen and then I'm going in between where we can get for talk. They know so the PNP is about the school bus. It's not that we are against the school bus. It's that what we are saying, and again, I'm not going to answer the question about the school bus.
Yeah.
All we are saying about the school bus, they should have bought new buses and not the old buses. And nobody should not dispute that.
No, we not dispute, we only ask.
No. Me not say you know, me only say,
okay.
Yeah. And the old with the labor right then we say a bad mind, we bad mind them.
But are the old bus, some of that we are talking about.
Are the old bus we are talking about?
First time, old one at 45 and under. I'll get 500,000 They must use them to walk in our house. 45. That means you want no house now. Well, on it, brown man, how much?
The proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party. The following is paid for by the People's National Party.
If you work long hours to keep Jamaica running...
Alright, then I start back. It's something here. So back to facelift. You were saying something, facelift.
Yeah, what I'm saying, what they're going to say now about the school bus and what they're going to do and bring. Why is now after 9 years you bring in some old bus to use it in politics to carry, say it is for school children? You didn't see that we were a school bus in the first 5 years. But you know, see them I use it for the campaign, you know that them I use it for the, you know, I run up and down, I carry people, and that them using the bus for. Me can't see after 9 years and now you bring school bus. So a school bus
I gimmicks that man. I gimmicks.
But me know cause the bus them a break down already.
Yeah, I gimmicks. When September morning come for the picnic and go to school and for the bus them not supposed to take.
And that's my problem about the bus, you know. The manipulation and the bit and the trickery and the all kind of something like
that.
And the lying.
All wicked them man, wicked. But look here, them disrespect Jamaican people.
Yes, asking Wade, what is your problem over
Jamaican people?
What is a person here say the PMP was terrible with school bus? PMP was terrible with school bus. What do I mean by that? The question, if you have understanding, you would understand how him answer.
You know, expect them to say better because they not even know what they matter about.
Invite Ronaldo Lyons to begin this segment with a question for Team PNP.
Last year, just a little over 1,000 councillors were employed within the public school system. In some cases, one councillor served up to 3 schools. That's one individual to thousands of students. Your 2025 manifesto promises a Jamaican education system that is globally competitive. How do you plan to fix the student-councillor ratio?
Thank you very much for the question. Indeed, it is our intention to ensure that we have an improved education system. The current reality is that it is moving in the wrong direction. In 2015, literacy in Jamaica was 84%. Currently, it's 65%. Indeed, in 2015, 5 subjects, including math and English, was 28%. Currently, it is 19%. In fact, to use mathematics, which the government has recently celebrated, after last year, the minister indicated that it was a critical problem. This year, with much hoopla and celebration, only 9 dege more children passed mathematics. And they said it was a great occurrence. The People's National Party will accept and acknowledge where we are, because in 2015, 14,000 Jamaican children passed mathematics, and in 2025, only 7,826 Jamaican children passed mathematics. This is a part of the malaise that is happening within the education system. What we will do in particular as it relates to guidance counseling is to incorporate and hire more guidance counselors, but also to form the Department of Socialization to utilize not only the guidance counselors, the deans of disciplines, and also the persons who are most familiar with the children, who should be the form teachers. That will expand the number of adults to children ratio and have the guidance counselor be informed by those who are most related to the students.
JLP, your rebuttal.
The Jamaica Labour Party believes in our children, and it believes in their social well-being, their mental health, and their support to ensure that they will be their best selves and then become the best productive citizens of Jamaica. We certainly recognize that education is not where it needs to be, and that's why we commissioned the Education Transformation Commission, led by Orlando Patterson. We have set up a plan. We have 30% in. We know what's not measured does not get done. The PNP talks about transformation, but they have never transformed anything in this country. We will ensure under a trend program with more involved parents, more empowered teachers, more involved students.
Thank you so much, Ms.
That our students succeed.
Thank you so much. Our next question comes from Natalie, and it is for Team JLP.
As Jamaica seeks to harness the economic potential of large-scale entertainment events, what is your strategy to ensure that these opportunities are balanced with the fundamental rights of motorists and residents to freely move without undue disruption to their lives?
It's no secret that urban planning was lacking for the last 50 years. It's no secret that the heartbeat of Jamaica has been its cultural and entertainment industries. It's no secret that under the leadership of Olivia Babsy-Grange, Jamaica has grown from strength to strength in harnessing the power of these awesome industries. In the next term of government, the JLP will ensure that all urban planning for our town centres contemplates and plans for entertainment zones. We have also moved rapidly to ensure we have reserved space for 24-hour event zones. But that is but one part of the parcel. The next component also has to be how you encourage the human capital. But encouraging the human capital has to create the structures that allows young people to see a total future in it. It is why we're proud of the pension scheme that has been introduced for our entertainers, because our young people now know that there's indeed a future. But beyond that, we have structured our tax regimes in a manner that will encourage significant investment in the entertainment sector. We have created a space where those who wish to invest in movies, those who wish to invest in sound, will indeed come to Jamaica. We're not going to throw new funds that we know will indeed trigger new taxes, because that indeed has been the hallmark of the PNP, new taxes.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. Team PNP, your rebuttal.
Yes, it is no doubt that the orange economy is called orange for a reason. The People's National Party has been central to the development of entertainment in this country. Indeed, the tools of trade was introduced by the People's National Party for the extension of benefits to the entertainment industry, so that they too could act as if the manufacturing, farming and other industries in the importation of their inputs. In addition, it seems that the taxes are not the only things that are being stolen by the Jamaica Labour Party, because the idea for the entertainment zone originated with the People's National Party. What is crazy is that the Jamaica Labour Party believes that the solution is in one single venue, and one single venue cannot solve a problem that exists throughout the entire country. We will ensure appropriate zones and community zones.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crawford. And now, before we go to our social media, Natalie has indicated that she would like to use her first of 2 follow-up questions so that our viewers understand the process. Both questioners have the ability, or they can ask 2 follow-up questions, and both teams have 45 seconds within which to answer the question. Natalie, go ahead.
So I wanted to hear more about the balancing of how do you protect the motorists and the residents who have undue delays and been stuck in traffic for hours in the interim until those zones are designated up and running?
Well, obviously the zones are indeed the long-term strategy, but in the interim we'll bring all stakeholders together, being the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the municipalities and the promoters themselves, to ensure that there's adequate parking. We would have instituted many park and ride events for national events which would have seen significant reductions in traffic. But just to note, the idea for the entertainment zone did not originate with the PNP. It actually originated with Edward Philip George Siaga. And it is this party that has had the strongest relationship with the cultural industries and has put its money by way of investment into these industries. But to be clear, the infrastructure that is required is being invested in by this administration in multiple venues.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuda. Thank you so much. Team PNP, your 45-second rebuttal.
This sounds like the same claim that Edward Siaga also was the originator for the idea of Portmore. That too was a lie. However, what we have recognized is that we can separate the people from the events by partnering with agro-parks to have a section within agro-parks reserved for what we call party town, multi-zones, multi-venue zones that persons can gravitate to and know where entertainment activities are. What we have also recognized is the bias within the Jamaica Labour Party of how entertainment is treated, because large events such as Sumfest has never obeyed the Noise Abatement Act, but all the round robins must obey the Noise Abatement Act. We will ensure equity.
Live the island dream. It's your chance to be one of over 100 winners in the Buster, Turbo and...
regardless if you're large or small.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crawford. We now go to social media. Amoy has a question and she will direct it to the respective team.
All right, so to revisit the topic of education, Alpha Media on Instagram is asking, COVID-19 exposed deep gaps in digital access. What are your concrete plans to ensure every Jamaican student has access to reliable internet and digital devices?
And that question goes to Team PNP.
Thank you very much. It is important at this point that we expose what some of the ridiculous approaches have been from the Jamaica Labour Party. They indicate that they have been doing extensive investments in schools. However, with the schools in need of approximately 1,000 students needing up to 210 megabytes, the highest capacity of those providers is 35 megabytes. Some of those contracts that have been given are incapable to reach even 15 megabytes so that they can officially and can appropriately be utilized. Indeed, having invested over $2 billion in e-books, the newspaper reported that many teachers indicated that the inability to access them in their classes made the e-books ineffective and inefficient. What the People's National Party will do, first of all, is to build out the last mile of fiber so that more persons in the rural spaces can access. Additionally, we understand the pairing of energy with the internet, and by extension, we will also build out the last mile for electricity access using solar implementation. We will use as a school multiplier, force multiplier, teacher multiplier, impact multiplier, the technology through AI, in particular for helping teachers with marking, helping teachers with the lesson planning, and also helping students to access information in appropriate and effective way. So the People's National Party will embrace technology in our schools and expand the reach so that our students can benefit.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crawford. Team JLP, your 45-second rebuttal. I'm sorry, your 1 minute 30 rebuttal.
The PNP talks a good talk about technology in schools, but it is the Jamaica Labour Party, through its national broadband initiative, that has ensured that more than 700 schools are connected with broadband. And we've made sure that not only are our children at school connected, but we have rolled out more than 380 free public Wi-Fi hotspots that make sure that when children leave school, they're still able to be connected as our teachers. We've handed out more than 200,000 tablets. We've trained our teachers and given them vouchers for tablets and laptops in particular. We're providing digital equipment for classrooms. We're ensuring we've completed an audit of all our labs to ensure that they're provided for with the best technology in rural and urban. So from St. Thomas to Hanover, all our children must have access to the best technology, and location should not determine your education. The Jamaica Labour Party is uplifting education in every corner of Jamaica, and we're continuing to do what the PNP likes to talk about. We are also ensuring that we will provide, I must speak to the matter of the creative villages, that we will be providing 100 of them in our next administration, should the public trust us. We will also be training through our Creative and Cultural Institute, and we will be also providing for creative special economic zones that will create the next generation of jobs.
Thank you so much, Ms. Johnson-Smith. Our next question, it comes from Romardo, and it goes to Team PNP.
In 2022, the Jamaica Observer exposed the harsh exploitative conditions under which many call center workers work. If elected, what will you do to fix these issues that contradict labor laws in the BPO sector?
You know, the start of that question is an acknowledgement that the provision of modern access to technology, including the internet, including broadband, including fiber optics, began with the liberalization of the telecommunications sector when Philip Powell was a minister with responsibility.
And PJ Patterson.
My opponents opposite seem to be having an issue putting the correct time frame to the responses. In other words, a seeming disconnect with reality. With respect to the BPO sector, one of the most recent industries facilitated by the technological advancement, there are serious concerns with respect to conditions of work, pay, time off, even sick leave, things that the Jamaican workplace has considered for many years to be a right.
And contract
These BPO operators, the contractors, are not necessarily from the Jamaican space. So more integration has to be done so that they understand what our labor laws are and what the members of the Jamaican workforce have come to expect, including things such as maternity leave with pay and equal work for women. In the PNP administration led by Mark Golding, we will begin that education process, that integration process, and allow our partners in the BPO to understand the nuances.
Mr. Price. Thank you so much, Mr. Price. Team JLP, your 45-second rebuttal.
Thank you. The BPO sector, like the tourism sector, is offering a significant opportunity for many of our entry-level youngsters to have good jobs. Jobs that will allow them to be able to get not just revenue, but work experience. And it's important to know that the government not only sees the expansion in the BPO sector, but through the inspectorate at the Ministry of Labour, we ensure to speak to employers and employees and to monitor to make sure that where there are any abuses, we take the necessary steps immediately, whether it is to carry them to court or whether it is to bring to constructive social dialogue.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles Jr. We're moving on. Natalie has the next question, and it is to Team JLP.
Jamaicans seeking care at public hospitals continue to face long lines, shortage of medical staff, overcrowding with the difficulty getting a bed if admitted, and long waits for clinic appointments. What is it going to require to improve patient care at public hospitals and other healthcare facilities?
Let me say this. The government takes it very seriously in terms of improving the health infrastructure. We have upgraded 138 of our health centers. We have rebuilt and restructured key hospitals and are starting to construct the regional children and adolescent hospital. And most importantly, in addition to the health infrastructure development, we are and have created 3,000 positions for medical professionals, with 1,000 community aids and 600 scholarships, which means not only better infrastructure for health, but better staffing of professionals who will be able to provide better service to the patients in Jamaica. We take this very seriously, and that is why under this government we have seen where not only the 138 health centers and the key hospitals, but the expansion of NHF, the expansion of the hours and services, all of these providing a comprehensive delivery of service for the people of Jamaica.
It's important to remember that the Jamaica Labour Party inherited a health sector in absolute crisis, where their own opposition spokesperson said that surgeons had to be wearing garbage bags to operate.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kamina Johnson-Smith, PNP, your 45-second rebuttal.
If there's any evidence of the Jamaica Labour Party's failure, it is evident in the health system. Indeed, Cornwall Regional is an excellent example, having moved from $2 billion all the way to $22 billion and still not complete. Mammograms in our public sector is only 2 mammograms in our public sector. And the #1 hospitals in Jamaica, also including our Children's Hospital, does not have an MRI or a CT scan available. Indeed, the number of children that has died neonatals has gone up to 246 over the last 2 years.
The better proof of it is the absence of the Minister of Health at a social issues debate where he should have answered to his appalling track record. He's now been there over the economic debate.
Thank you so much, Mr. Price. We take a question now from our social media editor, Amoy.
Thanks, Janella. Well, this question comes from Anita's Funeral Home. They're asking, funeral homes contribute significantly to Jamaica's economy, yet the industry remains largely under-regulated and under-supported. How do you plan to formalize the industry, ensure proper insurance options for families, and use the sector's contributions to expand opportunities such as national scholarships for Jamaicans?
Okay, just to explain to our viewers, both teams have equal times to respond to the social media questions. Team PNP, you go first.
The issue with the under-regulation of the funeral home sector first came to light during the advance of the COVID pandemic, when there was a lot of misinformation and a lack of information as to whether or not post-mortem there could be a transmission of the COVID virus. As a matter of fact, that process opened the potential, the possibility for any administration in office to have formalized and put in place structures and protocols that would have given ease to the professionals working in the industry and the family members of the deceased. What now needs to happen is for a recognition that this is a sector that is a critical part of the Jamaican social space, an adjunct, if you will, of public health. And the utter absence of any form of regulation, despite 9 years of unbroken representation by the Jamaica Labour Party as the head of government, is yet another indication of people who claim to know what they're doing, but still at the end of a 9th year, going into a 10th year, are having difficulties with a manifesto to explain not only what they've done in the past, but what they intend to do in the future. When PNP is in office, we can guarantee to the public that those regulations will be in place.
Okay, Team JLP, your response?
Well done.
The issue with the lack of regulation in the funeral home sector came to public attention in 2014 when the funeral homes with contracts with the government for paupers burials were not being paid. That is when the issue came to mind, or rather came to public attention. The reality is the sector is indeed lacking sufficient regulation. However, we have moved forward to bring the Ministry of National Security and indeed the Ministry of Health to form a working group to address this very issue. And there are many elements to it. One such element is the fact that the industry was operating without a proper public autopsy suite. This government, under Horace Chang's leadership at the Ministry of National Security, built the first public autopsy suite at a cost of $700 million, clearing one element that creates a significant backlog in this area. But lest we forget, the PNP has no credibility in the management of the health sector. Under Fenton Ferguson, every single Jamaican watching this debate tonight suffered the effects of Chick V. We suffered the effects of his failure to deal with vector management. Lest we forget that the then leader of the JMDA, your current spokesperson of the ministry related to health, said it was the worst management he had seen. He said doctors were using garbage bags. So people died because of the PNP's failure. Lest we forget.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuda. It's now time for another break, but we will have more when we return.
No man, them break now. Nonsense matter. Everything. So that means to say, hold on, the PNP never do well, right? And from PNP in the office, you don't make no effort for change nothing. That's when you come now and talk about a PNP same way. No, and this is this is garbage.
Them not make no sense. Them alright.
This is garbage.
I know we are talking about them going back about Chick V. Chick V.
But look at Chick V, man.
They're not talking about COVID and they're not talking about how people can't get food, bed linen. How them teams are show. I don't like that something. I don't like.
Let me make sure I write some of the things.
You write them down? You write them down, man, sir?
No, sir.
Alright, David Crawford said literacy was 86%. And since this government take over, the literacy rate now is 65%.
Yeah, but we preach about the whole of that yesterday.
These are Bagadons people here in Jamaica.
Yes, man. We preached about that yesterday.
They're not performing.
No, they're not performing.
Literacy right now? Literacy rate always been up in the 80s. Since this government took over almost 10 years, the literacy rate got to 65%.
But we know, sir, I'm believe in education.
But listen, we come last in the whole island in a sexy.
In the Caribbean. I got me here in the Caribbean.
And we used to lead the Caribbean, you know. And Jamaica used to lead the Caribbean.
Because
Jamaica used to
interested
lead
in
the
that.
Caribbean.
That's why one of them in the dunce because they have educated people in the midst. That's why they are thief. Copy a hit at them.
Them Abir, them gone back a Chick V. Where you go a Chick V you go? Before you talk about present.
Boy, I tell you. Them not talk about
Them kind of people, this a kind of people, ask Jamaica, them no one continue for run the country. All on the labor right where I listen. Night Michibu, what you doing say that? Them a kind of nonsense people where no one for continue run the country down.
Well, in time soon come for him out, for them out, so just a few days left.
The next thing we mention about the call center.
Good night, Ron.
So why we not give them a huge fine? Them a break with laws, you know. America fine them if them a break your laws. That's the only way.
Good night, Ron.
Give them follow your laws, you know. Give them huge fines. If you break with labor law, you get a huge fine.
Yeah.
And
One minute. Tick tock. Hold on 1 minute.
Regarding the health, and it is not the Minister of Health there to answer. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Me think then do question and should I make like Daz and Tufton and put the
of course, that's all you have to have people, all you have to have Christopher Tufton over economics and him something that him responsible for. This is foolishness. This is disguising. And the PNP wanted the right person to be there, but the PNP not have no power, so them plan the thing. Christopher Tufton should be there to answer to these things. And that is why the JLP has lost this round immensely, because the appropriate persons are not there to answer it, and who they are answering.
Them should have doctor to doctor for answer them something.
Yeah,
Christopher Tufton and no doctor. So
PMP them are going good still.
I'm not a medical doctor.
Listen, nothing now go good right now, so we have to just take where we get. But kind of make no sense, because them now come.
Debate a problem team.
Eh?
Anyhow, them would make Christopher Tufton and Daz debate a problem for Christopher Tufton.
Listen, them now go make that apple.
What is that? Should
Crawford is like a general manager. He can cover every topic.
Listen, it don't make no sense to stay as a talk. We should have because they not do it.
All right, the debate start back.
What's the PMP? Them are answer them.
Yeah.
Man, tell them good man. Yes. Tell them it.
Calm down. Let's start back.
The People's National Party, Damien, will ensure that every decision we make has the people at the center. To start that off, we will take a look at the health center.
Bluetooth mode. Connected.
That to a mother who've lost her child at the hospital. Tell that to patients who go to the hospital and can't find water in our restrooms. And you're serious about hospitals? You must be joking. The People's National Party will, one, prioritize our health service. The second thing that we will do is to ensure that education, that there's access to education for all our children. We will do this through the provision, Damien, of 1 meal per day for each child. But we'll also make sure that transportation, which is one of the major issues preventing our children from going to school, is dealt with. And when we're talking about transportation, we're not talking about some 10-hour bus. We're talking about transportation that is effective, reliable, and can transport our children in peace, where parents can feel comfortable.
Additionally, Sophia, we will immediately give the first in the family scholarship to those persons that are in school currently at the university, as long as they're the first in the family. Also, we will ensure that ownership improves by making sure that squatting communities are reviewed under the POSHA program and open all the home ownership plans to our persons through rent to own.
Thank you so much. JLP, your 45-second rebuttal.
That convoluted response will require a supplementary estimate being tabled in the House of Representatives for a budgetary contemplation. The PNP does not have a structured set of policies ready for Jamaica, which is why they're not ready for government. The Jamaica Labour Party, in its next term, will continue to pursue peace, productivity, and indeed prosperity. Ultimately, the Jamaican people are happy with our suite of achievements. You see, we have cut poverty. We have cut unemployment. We have grown the economy. We have invested in infrastructure. And that is why the Jamaica Labour Party will indeed be returned to government.
Thank you, Mr. Samuda. Romardo has the next question, and it will be directed to Team JLP.
Roughly 10,000 students graduate annually from Jamaica's top 4 universities. Majority are young professionals. They were taught to go to school, get subjects, go to university, and then get a job. Many follow those instructions and end up repaying student loans for years, struggling to save money. With another term, what will you do to ensure in your first year that more educated youth can have a taste of prosperity?
The Jamaica Labour Party believes in our young people, and this is why we've already reduced interest rates at Student Loan Bureau. We've removed the requirement for guarantors, again taking away the barriers. And in our next term, we'll not only institute the new policy wherein students can have access to a loan which covers not only tuition, but accommodation, books, laptops, and food, living expenses. More importantly, of course, as we touch on the issue of debt, we know that our young people sometimes get thrown a curveball by life. That's why the Jamaica Labour Party is not only going to expand the moratorium which already exists, but we will institute the student loan debt reset. Under that policy, we will be waiving for all delinquent accounts 100% of penalties, 100% of interest, 100% of insurance charges, and 50% of interest arrears, ensuring a fresh start for those who just have had life take a wrong turn. For those who are in good standing, they'll be rewarded for their responsibility and, of course, encouraged to continue in their good efforts. And they will get a credit to their account of $100,000 per account in good standing. Those who, of course, are at the cusp of closing out their accounts, we will pay up to the amount required to close. This is us not talking, but acting.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kamina Johnson-Smith, PNP, your 45-second rebuttal.
The People's National Party will ensure that our young people not just dream, but have a chance of being the best they can be. So what are we going to do? One, we're going to make sure that there is $1 billion available so that they can get $500,000 towards their deposit. Secondly, what we are going to do is to have what we call a forgiveness, a graduated forgiveness of students' loan. So for every year that you work in the public service, your students' loan payment will be discounted. And we understand that sometimes you leave university and you simply just can't get a job. The present system says you must still pay your students' loan. We are saying no, an end to that.
Thank you so much.
If you haven't exercised in years, you have to start small with my beginner-friendly Tai Chi class. 3 reasons every man over 40 should...
Which will be answered first by Team JLP and then Team PNP. A reminder that both teams have the same amount of time to respond to that question. Amoy?
Thanks, Janella. This question comes from Kimmy on Instagram. There's been criticism of the government's 300% wage increase and delayed salary increase to civil servants. If selected to form the next government, how do you plan on making civil servants' salaries equally as attractive?
The Jamaica Labour Party has been responsible for the largest increase to public sector wages in the history of independent Jamaica. Do we want to be able to pay more? Absolutely. And we're committed to ensuring that we work with all stakeholders to ensure fiscal stability, to ensure the health of the economy, so all workers can be paid fairly without destabilizing the economy. We certainly are committed to engaging in fora, including the Partnership for Prosperity, as well as the negotiating mechanisms which are currently at play. We understand the concerns of cost of living, which concern each and every family, and we are committed to always doing our best within the affordability of our economy to do the best by our public servants.
No. So let's forget. When the salaries for parliamentarians were announced, the opposition spokesperson on finance got up and said he had no objection. only to be cut off at the knees by the leader of the opposition the next day. It's not the first time the leader of opposition has cut off one of his spokespersons at the knees. He has cut off Senator Crawford at the knees when he proposed an additional 2 hours for schools and an additional tax to fund education. This is a common pattern with them. But the opposition will not roll back parliamentary salaries because they support it.
Thank
and
you
they
so
sat
much,
on the
Mr.
commission to
Samuda.
determine
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuda. Team PNP, your response.
I will answer Mr. Samuda on the platform, but today I'm focusing on the people. Let us look at what happened with our teachers. The government is currently ranked by the Prime Minister and the ministers as the highest in the Caribbean. Our teachers are ranked 6th or 7th in the Caribbean. Under the People's National Party, when we did our restructuring, the teachers were placed at 80% of market. Under the JLP, when they did their restructuring, the teachers are now put at 50% of market. Additionally, the teachers were bamboozled into believing that their allowances would have been considered. But the JLP removed all the teachers' allowances and gave them a simple raise, in some cases of 12%, while they took 300%. What is evident from how it was handled is that the JLP is not a party of equity. They didn't treat all persons in the same. And as their former Minister of Finance suggested, that if it was to keep the best, they would have to raise their salaries. No wonder we're seeing so many teachers leaving our classroom because of the inefficient treatment from the Jamaica Labour Party. Teachers, nurses, and the public sector will know that they have a listening ear and a reasonable negotiator whenever we get into power. And one thing we can guarantee is that we don't believe they're worth zero, as the Jamaica Labour Party has suggested. 0% raise suggests that the teachers are worth nothing. The police are doing a wonderful job, the teachers are doing an excellent job, the nurses are doing a wonderful job, and we will ensure equity in treatment as we treat ourselves.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crawford. We're going to take another question from social media. Amoy.
This one is from Joel. Many Jamaicans are concerned about the limited access to beaches and the costs that apply to them. What measures will you put in place to ensure that Jamaicans have greater access to their beaches?
Team PNP, you get to respond to this question first.
Over the last 9 years, there have been countless situations, Miami Bay Beach, Bob Marley Beach, where Jamaicans have been denied the right of access to beaches. For us in the People's National Party, right access to beach is not an option, it is a right. And because of that, we will ensure that all Jamaicans have access to our beaches. We have done it before. In our last administration, we spent over $12 billion rehabilitating Winifred Beach, Prairie Beach. We've done it already, we're going to do it again. So what are we going to do now? We are going to ensure that the provisions in the Beach Access Act come to life. And where the amendment needs to be made, we're going to do that. What we're going to do as well is going to ensure that we work with all our tourism partners, all our private investors, so they understand that access to beach is a right for all Jamaicans. Thirdly, what we will do is to ensure that we rehabilitate beaches so that persons, when they come to beach, whether they're fishermen or they come for relaxation, that they can do it in dignity. Because for the People's National Party, access to our beaches is not just something you do. It is a matter of justice, and it is a right. And we commit that we will have access to beaches.
Thank you so much. Team JLP, your response.
Island Eyewear Back to School sale is back. From August 15 to September 15.
When the People's National Party took away Cornwall Beach from the people of St. James, they did so without a care in the world. It is this administration that built the Harmony Beach Park over Dump Up Beach to give the people of St. James back beach access. It is this administration that will genuinely renovate the Prairie Beach in St. Ann. I'm not sure what was referred to as a renovation because that's a joke. It is this administration that will ensure that the Padgy Beach and indeed the Boston Bay Beach in Portland will be returned to the people of Jamaica. There isn't a Beach Access Act, as was mentioned, but there is a Beach Control Act. This administration will indeed, at the first sitting of the new parliament, table the beach access policy, which will guarantee windows to the sea being maintained, corridors to the sea being a facet of development approvals, as we have recently done through NEPA with hotel approvals in Trelawney and in the Grill, where there are corridors built by the hotels to facilitate access for citizens. You see, our policy is important, but beach access cannot just be words. It has to be investment in beaches like the Harmony Beach Park. It has to be corridors to the sea, as we have indeed insisted upon through our approval process, through NEPA, in Trelawney, in the Grill, and more.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samuda. Thank you so much. We will now take a short break and invite you to stay tuned.
The general...
All right, now, let me say now. Oh, first up, so now. Let me say, what that name? Station, or what your name? Or Station, something like that. Go ahead, what you have to say? Thank you, Simone. We just see that blocking. Any one of them come and type any nonsense, you don't block them. All right, the next person is Marva, something like that. Marva, good night. You not hear me at all. All right, Mansa.
Yeah. We need legislation.
Yeah, we need legislation.
We need legislation to give people access, free access to the beach. Every other island in the Caribbean is free access. Every single other island. Sometimes when we are talking about this thing online, you know, we see come across some videos and we are saying we don't have access. The other Caribbean country, I said no, them would never allow that in for them country. So we need legislation. We need to get rid of the colonial car, 1956, the beach access law. We get independence 1962, so why we still at work with a colonial law?
Yeah,
and that independent Jamaica, we need to get rid of that law and give people them free access to the beaches.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let me see who just come on a while ago. Facet.
But auntie, all of the beach thing, me can't ever bother for going at that because walk to the Boston beach down there, so if people for start to talk, huh?
Yeah. And the hotel then we have a beach them and nobody can go.
And the hotel where them take with the beach them and down a Bull Bay where them go somewhere to a Bull Bay for go take with the people them beach. Eh?
Yeah. True, yeah, so beach should.
And on top of that, Matthew Samuda is only talking garbage. Matthew Samuda go way back in the past when it make no sense when the president him for talk.
Proceeding was paid for by the People's National Party.
And you know how much it is now when they miss out the drug for Sebastian Beach. All that no one can, you know, that out.
I don't know. That's what I was asking you. You're the one watching it.
And next thing with them say in the thing where one of the labor them so they might give the students them a UA a loan. The people them already have student loans, so you give them another loan for the student loan. The more they take put them in there.
Yeah. I election talk that make no sense. You don't
Canatis, them don't know that long time, so I thief them and Canatis. Don't think I listen to them more saying.
Your job is to bring the water.
Other Caribbean island, it's free. So why we have to go on the beach? Eh? We need legislation to get rid of the beach act.
You're great, them already run.
1956. And we're independent, why we still use that land? I can't understand them. We need to get rid of that land. And I'm going to take care of this legislation. Get rid of it and just make everybody inside the country. The citizens next door to go on the beach, our country. This is not about tourism, because we don't really benefit from tourism, you know. The hotels are owned by foreigners, so 80% of the money leave the country. Sometimes not even enter the country because they might use credit card.
Yeah, true.
We only benefit like 20% of our tourism. So 20% and we lose access to the beaches.
All right, let's start back.
Send us your questions via direct message on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok to Jamaica Debates. We invite Romardo Lyons to start this final segment with a question for Team JLP.
A digital Jamaica where technology is woven into the fabric of business and everyday activities. That's what you promised in your 2020 manifesto. But today, there are residents in Swamp Road, St. Thomas, putting phones in trees to make calls and to get reception. Why are so many Jamaicans in rural parishes still behind technologically?
That's an excellent question. Much progress has been made in respect of digital transformation. The National Broadband Initiative has connected over 700 government institutions across the country and has also been seeking to connect our police stations, our courthouses, our schools, and other institutions as a matter of priority as the base. We've also been seeking to encourage competition in the environment, in this sector, to ensure greater investment and greater rollout of fiber optics, of satellite technology, as well as Wi-Fi internet connections. The Jamaica Labour Party believes in technology facilitating business. It's why we ensure that now you can pay your taxes online, you can apply for your e-motor vehicle registration certificate, and in a new administration, we will do even more. We will ensure that there is a task force to ensure efficiency and innovation, not only in the public sector, but beyond. We will not only set up the task force, but we will allow a portal for private citizens to make suggestions with incentives and prizes to ensure that they feel a part of the process where they see that systems can be improved. The Jamaica Labour Party has already built efficiencies that have helped this economy to grow, that have helped with youth and regular unemployment, and we will do more.
Thank you so much, Team JLP, Team PNP, your 45-second rebuttal.
First, you keep mentioning about policies to make the economy grow, and after 9 years, you're still growing at under 1% per annum. The question mentioned difficulties of persons in rural Jamaica having access to telecommunications services. Perhaps because you said from St. Thomas to Hanover, what is your fundamental problem with Westmoreland and the other parishes why you think that only St. Thomas to Hanover needs quality access to broadband? But you know, the greater tragedy is that you're talking about task force for what you are going to do in the next administration. We are waiting on the task force for why you didn't get it done in the last 9 years.
Thank you so much, Mr. Price. Romardo has indicated that he would like to use one of his follow-up questions. Romardo, just a reminder to both teams, you have 45 seconds to respond. Team JLP, you first. Romardo.
Your government has repeatedly said that education is a priority. Now, the technological issue in the rural parishes aren't just for residents. Schools are also affected. Just this year, a smart lab was opened in St. Aloysius Primary School on Duke Street in Kingston. When will schools in rural parishes start to feel included in this technological push?
They should feel it very soon. As a matter of fact, they'll feel it in this new school year. Procurement is already underway. We not only have had new contracts engaged with contractors to roll out more connections, but we are also investing in equipment, which is already in procurement, to ensure that our labs are equipped in rural schools as well as in urban schools. We believe fundamentally in ensuring that regardless of where you live in Jamaica, you must have access to the best education, and you will have it in the next administration. As a matter in this new school year.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. Team PNP, your 45-second rebuttal.
The JLP is certainly an enemy of the truth. Indeed, we have heard them suggest that 200,000 laptops were purchased. That would indicate 2-to-1 ratio, meaning for every 2 children, 1 should have a laptop. I'm asking those watching today, have your child received a laptop? Have you seen anyone receive such a laptop? Indeed, whoever is responsible for purchasing these missing laptops will have to answer under the People's National Party, because we have not seen those laptops. We will ensure that the gadgets are in place, but as we've said before, we build out the last mile that many of the private sector believe is not profitable to build out, so that the persons can get access to internet wherever they are. We will use that technology also for the small schools.
Thank
to
you,
have
Mr.
better
Crawford.
usage.
Thank you so much, Mr. Crawford. Natalie has the next question, and it goes to Team PNP.
We are in the hurricane season, and each season the authorities face a challenge persuading residents to evacuate some areas when the island is under threat. What strategies would you implement to ensure compliance?
Part of the reason why residents don't want to evacuate is that the poor level of communication and education prior to a storm causes them to be caught unaware. Let's take, for example, this instant year 2025. All across media, we have heard advertisements from the Office of the Prime Minister with sections of budget presentations, and we are midway the Atlantic hurricane season, and not once has ODPEM been given the resources that OPM has for its parallel adjacent political campaign under the guise of public education. The second reason why residents do not want to evacuate is because they are realistically concerned that when they evacuate, the spaces that they're taken to will be substandard. In the next PNP administration, we will build out a series of evacuation centers that will be properly fitted with adequate water for on-site storage, as well as food and access to health, access to other emergency services, so that families feel more safe in bringing their elderly relatives into a space where they are certain that the services and the quality of standard will be there when they evacuate.
Thank you so much. Team JLP, your 45-second rebuttal.
It is clear to us on Team JLP that Raymond is fluent in misdirection, misinformation, and clearly not paying attention to the news of the day. It is the JLP that would have just completed and launched its own Doppler radar, meaning we're no longer depending on foreign sources for our weather forecasting needs. It means this government, the next administration under Andrew Michael Holness, will have accurate information on time and be able to communicate it so to you at home. We're also working with the United Nations CDF program to build modern and safe shelters for you at home, so you can trust the information and trust where you're going to go and be safe during the hurricane season.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. We go to Amoy now, who has a question from social media. Amoy?
All right, so this question comes from Tayana on Instagram. She says, Jamaica's hospitals are overcrowded and under-resourced. Can you explain how your party, if elected to government, will fix this without repeating the delays and bottlenecks of past administrations?
Okay, thank you so much, Amoy. Team PNP, you can answer this question first, to be followed by Team JLP.
So this is a social issues debate, and health is a primary social issue. If you look across to the opposite, the campaign chairman from that party, who has been the Minister of Health for 9 years, must have suspected that members of the public would want to drill down, shall I say, into why the health sector is so poorly managed. Why your relatives at home, when you go to the hospital, can't get a bed. Why you have to take the prescription from the nurse beside your relative's bed and go into the private pharmacy sector to purchase basic medication. Why you have relatives sitting in wheelchairs or in the driveways and the parking lots, in the cars that you took them to the hospital with, and still can't get triage, even basic assessment as to the extent of their suffering. It's no wonder, Dr. Tufton, you're not here today. You have chosen to go and hide behind marketing strategies to support, what's her name again? The Minister of Finance and the Public Services. The People's National Party, Matthew, understands health. We are the ones that modernize the hospitals on the budget and in time. Your reference to Chick V is old and dated. Look at your 9 years and speak to those.
Thank you so much, Team PNP. Team GLP, your response to the question?
Thank you, Tiana. It's a really important question because I know that we have not reached every community and we have not reached every hospital yet. But the Jamaica Labour Party is undertaking the most ambitious and in fact will be the most effective reconstruction and construction of hospital infrastructure in Jamaica in decades. The Western Child Hospital is under construction, close to completion. The rebuild of Cornwall is also almost completed. We're making sure that we focus also on primary health care, making sure that more health centers are renovated and brought closer to you so you don't actually have to go to the hospital. We're adding more doctors and nurses in those healthcare centers, more equipment so that better care can be had closer to you. We're adding more healthcare centers with expanded hours to allow working people to go to the health center after working hours. These are things that we're doing in addition to more operating theaters which are already programmed for next year, for next term, including a new KPH.
Importantly, we've also increased access to medicines under NHF. And we've increased access for our senior citizens through NI Gold and JDIP. Under the Jamaica Labour Party, we have taken a comprehensive approach to health infrastructure.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. We have another social media question.
This one is from Matthew Williams. With key parts of the Data Protection Act still not in force and several major data breaches reported this year, many Jamaicans feel their personal information is not adequately protected. How will your government address this growing privacy crisis and rebuild public trust in the protection of citizens' data?
Team JLP, you get to answer this one first.
Data protection is critical as we continue to build out more and more digital systems to ensure efficiency and effectiveness in the pursuit of business, growth, and prosperity. And this is why we have been paying attention to ensuring that implementation of the Act is phased and sensitive to the various stakeholders, ensuring that it's effective when each stage is put in place. We have done more to protect your data and will do more. As we recognize that AI is also being used more, we will ensure that there is an AI blueprint and roadmap, which of course is going to be built out of the very first task force on AI in the Caribbean, which was already established under this administration. We'll also ensure that there's new legislation to protect every Jamaican's face, voice, and image from the type of misinformation and negative campaigns that are run by parties like the PNP.
The Data Protection Act was indeed passed by the Jamaica Labour Party. And we're proud that it was passed, and we're happy that the Data Commissioner is now in place to speed up implementation. However, data requires data accuracy. It should be known for all Jamaicans watching that it is this government that gave the highest increase to civil servants. It is this government that insisted that there would be no more wage freezes for teachers, as was commonplace under the People's National Party.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. Team PNP, your response to the question.
The Jamaica Labour Party does not believe in privacy. It was one of their own ministers that says nothing is private. Do you remember? Because I certainly do. But not only that, when one considers the NIDS Act, the National Identification Act, the People's National Party, representing the people of Jamaica, had to take the Jamaica Labour Party to court to protect privacy rights. So the Jamaica Labour Party simply cannot come to you tonight to tell you that they're serious about privacy. Simply not true. The People's National Party, we value your privacy. And it is for that reason why we will trade a cadre of data protection experts to work with different sectors so they understand what is in the law. They understand what is to be done and how they can balance privacy rights. In fact, this also creates a new sector
in Jamaica. Damien, don't you agree?
I definitely do agree, Sophia. But also we should remind the public that it was this Prime Minister that suggested that they can track persons who say certain things on social media. It is also this Prime Minister that has proven himself to be highly vindictive, and I've seen arrest of individuals who have criticized him in any way at any given time. It is also that government that stole sand from the beaches. So let us talk about what that government has done.
Thank you so much, Team PNP. So, viewers, we're doing things a little different this evening. We now invite Team PNP to ask a question of Team JLP.
In any decent democracy, where a leader has not been certified by the Integrity Commission, where the leader has been a part of Ponzi schemes and benefited from them, where the leader among members of his cabinet or his party are said to be part of an illicit aid for illegal enrichment, those persons could not be on the ballot. Therefore, why should Jamaica be any different from such decent democracies?
The PNP, we understand, has no answer to the plans, the programs, and the achievements of the Jamaica Labour Party. They see their only path to Jamaica House by trying to destroy the reputation of the Prime Minister of Jamaica and others. The Jamaica Labour Party has been the party that has done more for the integrity and anti-corruption framework in this country than any other administration. It is under the PNP that every day, every week you woke up to a new scandal, light bulb, Solutria, NSWMA, Manchester Parish Council, Hanover, KSAMC, you name it, Cock and Anchor. It is under the PNP that Jamaica had the lowest scores under the Corruption Perception Index, and it is under the Jamaica Labour Party that Jamaica has had the highest. Why? Because the independent international experts actually look at the facts and not the steady drumbeat of PNP misinformation and weaponization of processes. There is no report that has found any finding of guilt or illegality on the part of the Prime Minister. There is no finding against the Prime Minister, and the PNP needs to stop telling the lie of 28 bank accounts. It is simply not true.
So when that court for ladies?
Thank you so much, Team JLP. Team PNP, your 45-second rebuttal.
It's odd that you say that's not true. Dennis Chung said that not only were it true, that it's inconsequential, that it's normal, he suggested, just as we now figure out he was rehearsing for the job for which the qualifications were waived so that he could get the job. Most of you look for a job. In that case, the job seemed to have looked for and found him. Now, the other things you say about doing the most for the integrity framework, that includes being the only Prime Minister to have taken the Integrity Commission to court to quash a clause he once bragged that he included as chairman of cabinet. So the lies are on that side, aren't they?
Thank you so much, Team PNP. We now invite Team JLP to ask a question of Team PNP.
You know, lies are an affront to God. Reverend Albert would have taught you that. However, to be clear, the last time the People's National Party was at the wicket, they leveled $60 billion of new taxes on the backs of the Jamaican people. They have said that they will fix a tax to imported food items, which economists have said will increase the cost of living to the poor of Jamaica. Damien has said that he will fund education needs with an increase in GCT. The PNP have fixed a tax to parties. What should the Jamaican people expect by way of taxation from the next People's National Party administration 10, 20 years from now?
Can I go ahead?
Team PNP.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, the People's National Party had to take on a rebuilding project in the last Portia Sintamilla administration. Indeed, never before had the IMF stopped sending money to the Jamaica public or to the Jamaican society before, because it was run asunder by a government that included Andrew Holness and also Audley Shaw as the head of the Ministry of Finance. The People's National Party, then, having rebuilt the economy, embarked upon a fiscal policy rules that we implemented to ensure that the country was on the right track. And having put the country on the right track, there's absolutely no need for the People's National Party to engage in further taxations. Indeed, what exists currently as the People's National Party proposals lie greatly within the context of the $360 billion available for governments to decide on what to do. But the $23 billion that we have identified is even less than the overrun for Cornwall Regional. We will therefore not have those overruns. The JLP continue to ask where we'll get the money. We will get the money from the same place that Market Me money came from. We'll get the same money from the same place that paying off Ramsharak from Petrojam came from. We'll get the money from the same place that the buying of 200 used cars that we did not receive come from. We will get the money from the same budget that exists for the people.
Thank you so much, Team PNP. Team JLP, your rebuttal.
No doubt you will get this money from the same place that the failed Heroes Circle wall came from. But it is simply inaccurate to suggest that the international community cut off Jamaica. We were able to draw down on loans from the World Bank and the IDB right before we demitted office. But to be clear, it is this government that has cut debt to 62% of GDP. It is this government that has cut poverty rates to its lowest ever. It is this government that has ensured that the unemployment rate has gone to record lows of 3.2%. There is work to do. There is no doubt that there is improvements to be made in sectors. However, this government has the credibility to do it and will do so in the next term.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. Ladies and gentlemen, we now go to the closing statements, and based on the earlier coin toss decision, Team JLP will go first. And you can begin your 2 minutes.
My fellow Jamaicans, Jamaica is safer and stronger with the JLP. We reduced the murders by 43%. Created 250,000 jobs, and we delivered the largest increase in the minimum wage in our history. We gave our doctors, nurses, teachers, police, and other public sector officers the largest pay increase, despite COVID, Hurricane Beryl, droughts, and global uncertainty. And remember, for 8 consecutive years, we did this without any burden of new taxes on you, the Jamaican people. Now we know that prices are rising globally. And that is why we're not just focused on increasing wages, but rather creating better conditions for growth. 33 quarters of growth, even except for COVID. And still giving support to the most vulnerable. This is the JLP way. We care. Now compare. Under the PNP, wage freezes, heavy taxes, no relief of social pension for Miss Ivy, no relief for the vendor, the taxi operator, the housekeeper, just tax after tax after tax. And we heard Damien and Dayton already talking about taxes. So, are you really willing to suffer the indignity of more taxes under the PNP? No way. With the Jamaica Labour Party, increased pension, better agriculture, better health infrastructure, enhanced education. This is our commitment. That's why we say to you, reject the reckless PNP promises. Choose performance. Choose Jamaica. Choose the JLP. The Jamaica Labour Party delivers, and we are committed to doing even more for you. On September 3, remember, put your X beside the bell.
Thank you so much, Team JLP. Team PNP, please go ahead with your closing statements.
One thing you could not have said is spell Jamaica, because we already know you can't. Jamaica has evolved to be one of the world's most recognized brands globally. Yet too many members of the Jamaican family live in standards and conditions that are simply put deplorable. On September 3, 2025, we all have an opportunity to put in office a government led by Mark Golding that places the people of the country and every member of the Jamaican family at the center of our policies and programs. In that Jamaica, imagine that you have become unwell and you go to the hospital and there are beds, there are CAT scans, there are MRIs, there is medication and tools to save your lives available right there in the hospital. In that Jamaica, our nurses, teachers, firefighters, and police officers have not just better tools to do their jobs professionally, but also better conditions of work and better salaries with overtime benefits not taxed. In that Jamaica, whether you're up on the corner as a youth, or you're working in a salon as a nail technician or a barber, or a deal with the eyelashes or tattoos, your Jamaica becomes not just the land of your birth, but the land in which your dreams can be achieved within your lifetimes. In the Jamaica led by Mark Golding, more affordable houses will be provided so that mothers and fathers can better care for and protect the members of their own family. On September 3, it's not just about a regular election. It is about creating a Jamaica that you at home can love and be a part of the national success that will be gained. Vote PNP on September 3.
Thank you very much to both our teams. Now, in the good spirit of the debates, we now invite both teams to shake hands. And as they do so, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our first debate between Pernell Charles Jr. of the JLP, Kamina Johnson-Smith, and Matthew Samuda for Team JLP, and Damian Crawford, Sophia Fraser-Binns, and Raymond Price for the People's National Party. Join us again Tuesday, August 26th at 9 p.m. for the debate focusing on the economy, which for the first time will be a team debate between Team JLP and Team PNP. Audience, you can clap now. For joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks to our production and funding partners, and most of all, our viewers and listeners all across Jamaica and the diaspora. I'm Janella Precious. Good night.
All right, so we are going to do a little debate now. And we don't want to be biased, right? But I would like to hear some of our calling the name one by one, and over YouTube, and you can type in the answer when I ask. What is your take on Matthew Samuda? Give what percentage would you give Matthew Samuda? Good night, Zane.
Honestly, I don't want to really say because Matthew Samuda is very confusing and he goes back a lot instead of deal with the present situation.
All right. Over YouTube, I said somebody said they would give him 10 out of 100. All right. What you say now on Damian Crawford? What percentage would you give Damian Crawford?
Honestly, I would give Damian at least a 95 because him never really get his spit. Him got the real way him want it.
A 95. Over YouTube, somebody is giving Damian another 90. One give 100 and one give 95. All right. So we're watching it. Somebody said 95 again. All right. What would you give to Kamina? Marva, I don't hear you from night. What you have to say, Marva?
Tell you the truth, she just confusing. She confusing, real much confusing. She just talking under denial. She ain't coming. She is dealing most of what she are saying it based off what comes from the PMP. So they are all confused.
All right, so Mr. Ron Perry saying he would grade him and he's a teacher. He said he would give PMP 7 out of 10 and he would give JLP 3 out of 10. 12 for Matthew Samuda, 100 for Damien. No, I'm not here to prompt anybody, I'm just giving it out. I saw you ask. So what would you give to Pernell Charles Jr.?
I do remember hearing him talk more than the now.
Alright, so what would you give to Fraser Baines, Sophia Fraser Baines? She was very...
Oh, well, that girl, I would put her in the 80 bracket because she did well.
Yeah, she really did a good presentation tonight.
Yeah, she did, and I like, at a point, they give each other a say-so in their conversation.
They were prepared. And then now in closing, Raymond Price.
I would give Raymond an 100 with how they do their thing.
Over YouTube, how much you not give Raymond Price?
Because Raymond spit everything into the conversation. He didn't left anything out.
Right.
He spit everything
in the conversation. I must be honest to all of you guys. It's one question I don't think the PMP answer forthwith, and it's the bus question. I must tell you the truth. In my judgment, I don't think they answered I don't think they did answer the bus question good, but in my judgment over here, I think the PMP overall outdone the Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes, they did.
And without
the bus.
They never answer the bus question.
No. Because of how they throw the questions, they don't get no time to express this.
No. They ask them what they would do. They ask them what would they do. That part of it was not answered. In my judgment. So I want to be fair. I only come here because I support PMP for say well.
Yeah, you did I listen to the debate?
Yes, you got what I mean. And I only want just come judge for say well but overall, apart from that, they were very good. Matthew Samuda answered a question and the question that he answered, he was totally wrong because we know the answer for the question. So right there, sir, they lose.
Talk about the debate. Their analysis. Who won? I'm happy to have Dr. Peter and Baker.
Them have an analysis on there? Somebody watch something or analyze it? Anybody else who want to say something else tonight? You know, say time ago almost to 11 now. You look like we will stay here one all night, you know. Let me see what going on social media because you will hear what people are saying. Alright, let me see over here, so maybe see what people are saying now. Well, they put out congrat by already, so Team PMP put out congrat. They did good. Then if they never.
I think so. And you see, it's the way how they do the debate because they have to do it in according. That's why they not really get no time. But in any event, me not really debate or not debate. Them need to go down.
Them are good, man.
Listen to man, now in the debate business. Them need to pack them bag and go about them business.
But you know that they are, you know, say
Island need to come out.
Yes.
Remember, I know that's a part of it. Each time when election I come, you have these debates.
Yeah, I know.
People analyze and see the public hospital. I don't have that much in the best of health. Children hospital, feed them. You remember one girl called and said she have to pay 70,000 for my rent jail. If you don't want to be able to foot, you do the surgery. So all them things is for health.
Thank you, Mackenzie. $20%. Very good, Ron. So, all right. So, let me ask everybody now. Everybody, wanna listen me now. Wanna listen. Wanna calm down. Hear me now. Me want everybody upon the life to just give you a last and final word. What do you have to say to Jamaica people? Because this is going to be a message every night when we come here. So I'm going to start with Derek Cummings. Good night, Derek.
Yeah, man, it was excellent for the PMP, man. Excellent.
It was good. It was good, man. It was good. I feel proud of them.
Man.
Feel proud of them.
Excellent, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a journey, but it was excellent, you know?
Yeah, thanks for that. So, hold on. Just hold on, man. I come to everyone one by one. So, Derek, what you have to say to the Jamaica people with the upcoming general election? What would you say to Jamaica?
Well, one thing for sure, I would like to exercise the head. Yeah?
All right.
Yeah, and that is the journey that we are in for the 3rd of September.
Okay, then. All right, thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you. Facelift now.
It was an excellent journey, you know?
Yeah, thanks. Facelift, what you have to say now in closing?
Well, honestly, I have to say congratulations. They went up and they conduct themselves in a manner where we as comrades proud of them.
Yeah,
they did what they could and they presented the way they could. And yes.
Thank you. All right. What you have to say in your closing?
And the next thing I have to say, remember, brothers and sisters, comrade, go out, vote, vote, vote.
Yes. Yeah. Is asleep. All right. Mansa.
Yeah, my message to Jamaican people, this is an election not only for you, but it's also an election for the future of your kids. Remember, during the debate, what's his name? The education guy there, I forgot his name.
Damian Crawford.
Damian Crawford. He said that before this government came into office, the literacy rate was, I think he said 86%.
Yeah.
And now it's at 65%. This government took reading out of the syllabus. Reading. So they have no interest in educating the people, you know. They have no interest in educating the people. And that's why the literacy rate has fallen so much. So you have to think about your kids and your grandkids. This is an election that you have to vote, thinking about your kids and the future of your kids. And get these guys, go out and vote and get these guys out of office. They have had 10 years, almost 10 years, and they're still making promises saying what they're going to do. So why haven't they done it the last almost 10 years that they've been in office?
Yeah.
It's just more promises. Same way like Andrew made promise in his first 100-day speech. Nothing that he mentioned in his first 100-day speech that he was going to do, you know, he haven't done any of it, you know.
True.
And he's been in office 2 terms. People, this is the most important election I have seen in Jamaica history. This man cannot get another term.
You can't give him another term.
Please go out and vote.
You can't get another term.
Before adult suffrage, only people who own lands in Jamaica could vote. If you never own land in Jamaica, you could not vote. And now you have the right to vote, so use your right to vote. Go out and vote.
Thank you.
Just that I have to say.
All right. Well, all right, that's it for us tonight. And I think we spent a long time here tonight and we need to go to bed. So, again, I'm going to say thank you. Thank you all for coming. And
thank you, Auntie. Me gone over Dre now.
Yeah, man.
Not done yet.
All right. All right. All right. Good night. Good night. Bye. Bye, everybody. Love you. Bye. All right, over YouTube. Bye. Love you. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.